I've survived for over 9,000 days in my Minecraft hardcore world, which is absolutely insane. So today, you guys can sit back, relax, and see all the crazy things I built in Minecraft hardcore. I love using wool, but the only way to get wool is by shearing sheep. And my little sheep farm here is just way too small. So today, I'm gonna build a giant redstone-powered wool factory, which will produce us infinite colored wool, all in Minecraft hardcore. Well, I won't be needing this thing anymore. I'll fix this area later. Let's get to work. So, this factory is going to be comprised of a giant circle, with the middle being the factory itself, and the outside being home to all the actual sheep. So where should we build this bad boy? This is actually kind of hard because I need like a giant open area, and this world's getting a little bit crowded. Maybe over here could work. We got a nice big grassy plain, and we're not too far away from our home base. I think this'll work. So first, let's terraform a giant flat area. Then we're gonna build a giant outline for our circle. And I would say that is probably gonna be big enough. Honestly, probably even bigger than I was expecting. But carrying on, it was time for us to turn this giant circle into a fully functional sheep factory. So I took out some fences and blocked off this little middle area so we have a place to build the actual building. I'm not even sure, is this like the middle? This is really hard to tell because it's so big. Well, let's just see if Farzy's brain is big or not. But have no fear, Farzy is a genius. But okay, guys, now you see the vision. The inside circle is for all the redstone contraptions, and the outside circle is for all the sheep. Which means now we have to actually get said sheep. Now, Minecraft has 16 different sheep colors, which means we want to divide this circle into 16 color-coded slices, giving every kind of sheep their own slice. And for all these slices, I think using leaf blocks will look absolutely perfect. So let me just take out my hoe and get a whole bunch of these. Oh, that's fortune. Okay, I need silk touch. BRB, come on, library, come in handy. This is the reason I made you. Where are the silk touch books? Oh, yes! I knew my library wasn't a waste of a build. Now let's pop in my enchanting room and let's unenchant my hoe. And now we smack on the silk touch. And this is much more like it. Come to Farzy. And as I place down these leaves, please subscribe and hit the bell. And finally, I'm just gonna put down a little bit of wool for each slice. That way, all our sheep go to the right place. Now, as you can probably guess, it's time to go get some sheep. So if there are 16 different sheep and we need 2 of each one so they can breed, that gives us a goal of 32 sheep. So let me grab some wheat, craft a whole bunch of leads, which I thought you needed slime balls for, but okay. And now it's time to go sheep hunting. Well, not like hunting, like gathering. Sheep gathering. Come on, little sheeples, where are you? I know you're out here somewhere. Aha, I see you. You, sir, are gonna be the first sheep in Farzy's brand new sheep factory. Come with me.
No, please. I have a family, sir.
Hey, you see that thing over there? That's your new home. I think he's gonna love it. Or do 360s till he throws up. That also is a sign of affection. What? What? Dog, no! Who are you? Go away! What? Bro, he was completely silent. I didn't even hear anything. I literally just got my entire flock ransacked. I am the worst shepherd ever. All right, I kind of lost count, but I think that's probably like 30-something sheep. But ladies and gentlemen, sheeps and lambs, welcome to your new home. Whoa, no, stop. I heard a lot of brakes there. You guys don't run away. Follow the wheat. Follow the irresistible wheat. Yes, good dogs. Now, you two are gonna come with me this way. Yep, come on, you got it. I believe in you, come on. Oh, for crying out loud. Why are these sheep rage baiting me? Well, this might take a bit more time and frustration than I planned on, but we're gonna get this done. The sheep factory will commence. And about 30 minutes later, we've divided our sheep, multiplied our walls, and subtracted my sadness. And if you like my math puns, maybe add a like to the video. Oh man, I am cringy. Now, before we start breeding our sheep, we need to dye them and make them all the right color. So let's go find some dyes. First off, we're gonna need our red dye, which we can get from these poppies. Now we're gonna grab our yellow dye, our white dye. Oh wait, that's light gray. So I guess instead we'll go to our bone farm and just grab a bone block, because that should do the trick. Now we'll get some magenta dye, blue, orange, and thanks to this flower forest, I can probably get all the colors right here. Except for one. Oh, squids, where are you? I need some black dye, I'm so sorry. It's for the greater good. And that's all 16 dyes. Now, my friends, it's time to get dyed. And perfect. Which means now it's time to breed the sheep. Which honestly, I'll probably be doing all episode because I need a lot of sheep. But you know what they say, the journey to 1,000 miles starts with one single sheep.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But ladies and gentlemen, now with our sheep empire officially underway, it's now time for us to segue to the middle and begin building our factory. So the first thing I did was build a giant moat around where the factory was gonna go. That way, no sheep will be able to escape and mess up the factory. I did seriously contemplate doing this out of lava, but I think it would just burn everything. So water will have to do. Hey, yo, what? How is there a pink sheep here? Oh, nah, these guys are breeding through the leaves. Respect the boundaries. Stupid sheep won't follow the rules. All right, where was I? Oh yeah, factory. So my plan for this is to build a giant statue of a sheep. And inside of the statue, that's where we're gonna hide all the actual redstone for the farm. So basically, we're gonna make the world's biggest and most useful sheep of all time. So let's begin by making a huge dirt outline of our sheep, which I think should be pretty easy. Yeah, I think that's the right shape, right? Let's just roll with that. And I think we are getting somewhere. And the hardest part for me was the head, because you guys are just like so oddly shaped, but I think we nailed it. Safe to say these guys agree too. But now it's time to fill this thing in. So the first part of any sheep is obviously going to be his little feet. Feet, hooves, I don't know, but we're gonna build them. And the first two blocks that came to my mind is white terracotta and brown terracotta. I think that's a pretty good rendition of a sheep foot. All right, sorted. Let's go get some terracotta, which can be found in the mesa biome. Oh yeah, look at all this good stuff. Thank you very much. But okay, let's put these blocks to use. So it looks like the sheep have like 1 pixel tall of brown. So we'll just break off some grass and put our terracotta right there. And that actually looks too small. Let's make it a bit taller. Oh yeah, much better. Now we're gonna take out our white terracotta and fill this all in up to the top of the leg. I still don't even know. Is this his leg or his ankle? Like what is that part of the sheep? All right, check on the sheep legs. And while we're at it, I also want to build the sheep's face, because as you can see, his face and his legs are the same block. Well, minus their derpy face. So let's pop back here and grab some white and black concrete just for his derpy eyes. Then for the mouth, we're gonna grab some pink wool, which I don't have. That explains why I'm making a sheep factory today. Looks like we're doing this the old-fashioned way. Come on, eat, eat. Oh, not you. Bro, stop eating all the grass. Bro, this dude is so hungry. What is your problem? Do they always eat this much grass, bro? What is going on? I've never seen this before. All right, there we go, finally. Minecraft is weird sometimes. And our sheep face is complete. Also, I don't know why this looks so cursed right now, but I kind of love it. So the obvious next step for us is to now cover this whole statue in wool. So now the question is, what color do I actually want to do for this sheep? I mean, white is the obvious one, because that's what every sheep is. Oh. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Got any color recommendations for me? No, doesn't look like it. Oh, no, he despawned. Oh, man. Pink could be cool, but probably not. No. Definitely no. And I can't even look at the yellow one because I'm being attacked. Okay, you know what? Plan B. If we can't decide on a color, maybe we just use all the colors. You see, if you name a sheep Jeb, it turns the sheep into this beautiful color-changing rainbow sheep. So in honor of that little Easter egg, we are going to make a rainbow sheep. You come this way. You're my model. You're the only sheep allowed to cross my moat. Okay, so how am I gonna do this? I didn't quite think this through yet. So if I was gonna nail this project, I needed some inspiration. So I flew over to the one place I knew could help me. No, not you, Broderick. Although, nice lab coat, bro. I like that. I'm talking about my giant rainbow. Oh, and my rainbow mansion right behind it. I think I'm building too many rainbow things in Minecraft. Maybe next video I'll build something dark and scary to even it out. If you like that idea, comment down below and then maybe go see a therapist afterwards. But after studying this rainbow for a little bit, I had the perfect idea. So what we're gonna do is actually build the rainbow going down the sheep. So starting off with red and then going to orange and green and yellow and all the colors. The only irony in this is that I don't have any wool because I don't have a sheep factory yet. So going from bottom to top, our first color is gonna be pink. And is there any chance I have any pink wool in my wool chest? Does not look like it. Oh, but there are some surviving chests in the old sheep farm. Oh, please have pink wool in here. Please have pink wool in here. Oh, we do. Yes, give these to me. I was gonna say I'm super lucky, but I'm also the one that blew everything up in the first place. I don't care. Still lucky. So let's fly right up here to the sheep's ankles and let's make this first layer all pink. Now, the one thing I want to be careful of is actually making sure the colors blend nicely together. Because the very last thing I want is having just some giant, ugly-looking sheep in the middle of my farm. So instead of making this just this flat wool line, I'm gonna like staircase it so it kind of like flows down naturally, and then the next color can go on top of that. Hey, wait, why are you guys holding my blocks? No, put it down. Bro, they're actually stealing my dirt blocks. What are you guys doing? Unless you're getting wool blocks for me, scram. Haha, the moat's working. You can't cross. Oh, okay. Stop! Stop! Okay, I'm gonna go sleep. And that looks pretty good. Now, let's carry on to pink, purple, blue. The purple and blue layers. So we flew around the world looking for red and blue flowers. Because I feel like manually doing this will be a lot faster than just waiting for the sheep to breed over and over. Purple dye, check. But since after purple we're doing the blue layer too, we're probably gonna need a lot more blue dye. Which, if we swim down here, can be easily gotten with lapis lazuli. Let me take some of you. Oh, wait, you are not being broken? Because that's the wrong pickaxe. There we go. And I'm hoping this should probably be enough. Ooh, diamonds! I don't think you produce blue dye, but I'll take you anyways. Nice. But now that we have our dyes, we're just gonna pop around to these random sheep we find and just dye them and shear them and do that over and over and over. And yes, this may be very boring and tedious, but once our factory is complete, I'll never have to do this ever again. Now, let's build this purple layer right after I breed my sheep, because I keep forgetting that's something I still have to do. And my plan was to fill this entire thing up with sheep. This is gonna take forever. But after placing down all of our purple wool, we then put our blue dye to use and did the blue layer too. And before you guys ask, no, I did not forget his midsection. I just wanted to have this cool like rainbow slope shape, so it goes up and down like that. But yeah, so far, so good. Now we just need to get some green dye for the lime and green layers, which can be easily obtained if we smelt some cacti. And it should be around here somewhere, because I think this is like a deserty area. Oh, yes, I was right. Give me a whole bunch of this. As a matter of fact, I actually have a cacti farm right over here. But last time I checked, I don't think it was very efficient. No, more manual labor it is. But after shearing hundreds of more sheep to complete both of our green layers, we went back to the old sheep farm site and found a ton of yellow wool that survived the explosions, which then allowed us to complete the yellow layer. Well, all right, we are breezing through this thing. Now, I believe all we gotta do is just the orange and the red, and then we're basically done with this guy, which then means we'll be able to build our redstone sheep factory. So let's just pop down here to this beautiful flower meadow and get a whole bunch of red and orange dye. This is literally the perfect biome to be in right now for this. Like, even all the sheep are waiting for me. Now, let's finish this bad boy. Looking good, looking good. Now all we gotta do is just build the head. And 3, 2, 1, the entire sheep is done. But ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. Now it's time to segue inside the sheep and begin building our wool factory. So most people know if you use some basic redstone with a sheep, you can automatically shear him. So I hopped into a separate creative mode world to do some testing. Basically, I put shears in this dispenser, so when the sheep eats grass, he gets automatically sheared in this pen. Come on, sheepy, show me it works. Yes, okay, it does work. All right, perfect. Back to hardcore. So, our plan now is to go inside of our giant sheep and just make a whole bunch of those farms for every single color, thereby making a gigantic factory. Which also means I should probably get rid of all these mobs. So let's just grab a whole bunch of torches and take care of this. All right, now let's build this thing. So first of all, I built a pod big enough to fit 4 sheep. Okay, this looks pretty good. But now we're gonna have to build like 50 more of these around the whole sheep. So I'm gonna need some more materials. Starting off with a whole bunch of redstone. Because as you guys can probably imagine, a redstone factory needs redstone. Come on, show me the redstone. Up, 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 get up, get up. Let's be more gentle here. Or come right here. I'm gonna need all of you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. Now we're gonna need a bunch of wood for chests, which will be used to craft all of the hoppers we need. And boom. Now we need quartz to craft our observers, some bows from my skeleton farm to make dispensers, and last but not least, I need to hop down into a mine shaft to get some rails and mine carts. Which reminds me, I promised you guys if my last video got 5,000 likes, I would do a fun challenge from the comments. And I did see a comment about surviving in a mine shaft with no items, so we're gonna do it. So I guess we're just gonna take off all our stuff, chuck it all in a shulker box, and now I guess we just go collect our stuff while risking our entire world. Oh dear. First things first, I should probably get some wood so I can not die. And now I can make a pickaxe. Okay, that's a spider spawner. Okay. Maybe I need to upgrade my gear. Stone pickaxe, which I can use to mine iron, which I can hopefully use to make a shield in a second. Oh, no. Oh dear, no. Don't you even think about it. I'm just gonna carefully mine this way and avoid all the danger. Thank you. All right, let's smelt up our iron, which I can then use to make a shield. I'm so scared. All right, iron sword. Run over here and mine more rails. Oh, another spawner's up there. Oh, this is so terrifying, bro. Leave me alone. Oh, food. Yes. Oh, wait, but I'm not even healing. Oh, I need more food. Gentle. Is this a zombie spawner? Oh, it's a spider spawner. I can break it quick. Anything good in these chests? Oh, more food. Okay, guys, you know what? The little voice in my head is telling me I should probably not do this challenge anymore. So I'm just gonna grab these last few rails and call it a success. See you later. But that being said, if this video gets 5,000 likes, I will blindfold myself and survive an entire night on a slippery ice lake. What could possibly go wrong? But after crafting the rest of my minecarts and rails by hand, it was time to start building. Oh, I keep forgetting to breed my sheep, bro. And we still need so many more. All right, whatever. I'll do it later. But okay, so if I can fit one of these things right here, I could probably fit like maybe 5 or 6 of these going across. Because since we have redstone back here, I can actually put another machine right next to it and use the same redstone to power it, thereby making this thing a lot more compact. So let's place down all of our grass. Then we can smack in our redstone bits down here. This shouldn't be too complicated to do. Well, aside from the fact that we're gonna need copious amounts of shears to put in all these dispensers. Yeah, that's gonna be the super tedious part here. But thanks to the power of video editing, you don't need to see any of this stuff. So 3, 2, 1. all the pens are done. And yes, that does include every single dispenser being filled up with shears. But look at this, guys. Our entire sheep is filled up with these pods, so we're gonna have so much wool very shortly, which means we gotta keep breeding our sheep because we need a lot of these guys. But before we start transporting our sheep up here, we had to figure out where each color was gonna go. Because, like, I didn't actually count out how many pens we have and how many colors there are in the game. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9. So what I'm thinking is if we did 3 pods for every single color, that would give us a grand total of 48 pods. So 3 more than we actually have space for. But then I could just say for the more basic colors like white, black, and gray, I could just have 2 of each. And yes, I know this sounds like math class, but it's important. But I think we just cracked the code. Oh yeah. Okay, now it's time to get our sheep in here. Okay, part 1 to Operation Get Sheep Inside the Factory is to get a bunch of dirt. Because we're gonna need to make a giant dirt staircase to shepherd them up into the statue. Bro, I just realized I need to make a staircase for every single color too. Okay, I think that's probably high enough. So now let me just build over this way and carefully break in to get us into the factory. Okay, and now we just gotta go down a little bit like this. And jackpot. Okay, well now here comes the very hard part. Oh, sheepies, come this way. I'm gonna take you to a very beautiful land upstairs. Yep, that's it. Single file. Hey, guys, come on. Use the stairs. Okay, well, we have 1 up here. The rest decided to stop walking. But that's quite all right because the first one's the most important one anyways. And now you're going to just go in there. Yes, yes. Okay, amazing. 1 sheep down and 44 more to go. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this. And many hours later, here we are with the entire factory being filled up with sheep. Also, I am seeing that I have drastically lower FPS right now because of all the sheep here, but that's going to be a later problem, not a now problem. But as you guys can see, the farm is working. They're all getting sheared. All their wool is just getting collected here with no actual hoppers or chests yet. So that's a logical next step. So basically, we're going to build up here, and we're going to put a hopper here in the middle. And since our sheep are on these 4 blocks here, I'm going to put more hoppers on the outside to collect their wool from underneath. But as you guys can probably see, there's no wool collecting yet, and that's because I need to do a minecart with a hopper in it, so that little hopper there kind of like sticks up into the dirt and then collects the wool. There should be wool here. Oh, wait, it goes in the middle. Okay, yeah, okay, it works, it works, it works. I'm just a silly goose. And last but not least, now we throw all the chests in and actually make a gigantic storage system, which is exactly how your boy's gonna store up infinite wool. So I quickly banged out the rest of the storage system and even color-coded the floors so I knew which chests were which. And I even made a cute little door here to get in and out of the sheep easily. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this sheep farm should now be working at 100% efficiency. So now we're gonna AFK for about 1 hour and test out just how good this farm is. I'll be back.
1 hour later.
Okay, it's just about 1 hour later, and let's see what we got. I mean, to be totally honest, I was expecting like an entire chest full, but I'm being picky. This is still really, really good. We're basically getting like 8 or 9 stacks of every color per hour, so that's actually insane. Okay, I just sold myself on it. This farm is epic. But now I can officially say our sheep factory is complete. And as I finish breeding the rest of our sheep, there is still one more thing I have to do. Repair our old sheep farm building. Because in hindsight, it probably wasn't the smartest idea to just blow everything up. I actually did like this building. And just like that, the building is restored. And the best part is the inside is now home to Jeb, our model rainbow sheep. Also, it's a great way to pay homage to all the sheep who were lost in that terrible, unavoidable accident. Oh, Broderick, guess who has a new neighbor? Broderick? Where are you? I don't see him anywhere. He's not in here. Oh, well. What? My sheep is naked! What? Why? Who would do this? Oh, man. Well, Guys, I need to fix the big sheep, and I need to breed a million little sheep, and I'm lagging really badly because of all the sheep, so maybe we just say we have enough sheep and call it a day. In fact, why don't we toss in some wool and just have some fake sheep in here? See, like you can barely even tell when you're far away. But okay, guys, that's gonna be it from me. Also, before I go, I just made a brand new Roblox channel too, so if you guys like Roblox, make sure you go subscribe. Link in the description. But getting back to our Minecraft outro, make sure to like, subscribe, do all the good stuff, and I'll talk to you guys next time. So until then, goodbye. The new Minecraft Copper update is finally here, which introduces Minecraft's newest mob, the Copper Golem. And I'm not gonna lie, they look absolutely adorable. So today, we're gonna get our hands on a bunch of these guys and build a giant Copper Golem city, all in Minecraft Hardcore. Okay, so our first step to building a Copper Golem city is obviously to get to the Copper Golem. So, how do I do that? I'm gonna assume I need a copper block. Boom, that should work. And if it's like most golems, probably a pumpkin too. Yeah, and... Wait. What? Minecraft, it's the update. Oh, wait, hold on. I have an idea. How about this? Yes! Yo, we have the Copper Golem, and he has a copper chest too. Hey there, buddy. You look adorable. Wait, where are you going? I love you. Come back here. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. So what do? Do you like put things in the chest? Go ahead, take it. Take the block. Yeah, no. Okay, he's cute. He's cute. I like it. Well, all right, guys. Here's gonna be our newest citizen of my new city. Although I'm not trying to make him follow me, so I'm gonna have him stay with Broderick. You stay there. Broderick, take care. I got a city to build. So the first thing we have to do is find a place to actually build this city. And I feel like somewhere over here would be nice because A, it's a giant grass plain, and B, we are right next to our sniffer city, so we have neighbors. I think it's perfect. So let's terraform a whole bunch of land. And as I do that, please subscribe and hit the bell. Oh, I hate mobs so much. And I would say that is probably enough space. Now, let's build this thing. So, anytime I make a Minecraft city, I love to map it out using colored wool. So I did exactly that. Flying home to get some wool and then planning out all my amazing Copper City ideas. So basically, the red wool is where the houses are gonna go for the Copper Golems. Blue is for more of the city-themed buildings. Green is for nature, purple is for the centerpiece, and the white all around is for the walls. Oh, and we need roads, so yellow will have to do. Now, it's time to transform this wool into an actual city. So the first place I want to start with is the walls. Because without them, these little cute guys are probably gonna die. Like, right now. Child, get off the pedestal. This is why we need walls. Bro, just go inside. Broderick, take care of this. You guys get the idea. Now, for our block palette, I want to use something that's like orange and red, kind of like these two things. I mean, actually, exactly like these two things. So you know what? How about we just use acacia wood and mangrove wood? So let's make a little pit stop at the savanna biome to grab a whole bunch of these guys. Oh wait, actually we should be stripping these, shouldn't we? Because I don't want these blocks. I want these blocks. Yes, sir. And side note, I know you guys are asking, Farzy, build this out of copper. What are you doing? And yes, I would love to do that, but unfortunately, copper is expensive, and more unfortunately, I am not rich in Minecraft or in real life. And I'm sad now. Okay, I think that should be good. And now it's time to get our mangrove wood, which I totally forgot until right now is like the hardest wood to collect because it's like embedded in these trees. So this will be a fun task. But don't you worry, Farzy is not only skilled, but also very patient. Bro, go up, go up, go up! Why can't I go up? Okay, maybe I'm not patient. All right, let's see what we can do with this. So I'm thinking we're gonna have the entrance be right here. So why don't we put our mangrove wood right here where all the wool is? And then maybe we put our acacia in front and kind of like layer it, something like that. Let's just do a little test and see how this comes out. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I made it a little more sporadic here, but I think it's still missing something. All right, I brought some slabs, walls, and fences. And let's see if any of this could work. If I just kind of like sprinkle this in. in like that. I mean, honestly, it looks a little more chaotic now, but I kind of like this. I don't know, something about the sandstone and the granite just kind of like adds a little color pop to this. So, Farzy approves. Now to build the rest of it. So I carried on filling in the rest of these walls. And even throwing in some of these copper rods just to make it a little more coppery. Now that I think about it, if it ever lightnings in this world, it's going to burn down the walls because of these copper rods. Oh well, it looks nice. But ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes upon these walls. I think it's safe to say our city is going to be secure. Wait, actually. And now we are fully secure. Which means now we can go work on the inside of our city. So the first and most obvious thing I want to build is the copper golem's houses, which we're gonna build out of copper. But as previously mentioned, I don't really have any copper. So it's time to hit the mines. All right, copper, where are you at? I'm not actually seeing any, which might be a problem. But after doing some thinking, I realized the most obvious solution. Locating a trial chamber, which if you didn't know, is filled up with copper blocks. Hello, villagers. I'm looking for the trial chamber map guy. Who sells the maps here? Would it be you, Mr. Bob? Oh, yeah, it would be. What? Oh, I need a compass. That's why. BRB. And now that should do the trick. Let's go find us a trial chamber. Oh, looks like we're getting close. I think it's right here under this little island. All right, well, not the most convenient place in the world to dig, but we gotta do it. Copper blocks, I'm coming. Oh, okay, we're here. Hello. But guys, look at all this copper, which I don't have any space for. That is unfortunate. Let me just chuck out all this other stuff that I don't need. Give this all to me. Oh, I also forgot like a million mobs are gonna spawn here too, but it's okay. It's worth it. At least I think. Oh, move, move, move! Okay, maybe not worth it. Maybe I should just put this armor on just to be safe. Okay, putting all the deadly spiders aside, this place is awesome. I have so much copper right now. Like, look at that. Which means I think we're just about good to get out of here. See you later. Now, let's go build some houses. So how about we start by breaking the corners? We can put our acacia logs like this. Then we're gonna put some red terracotta here at the end. And then, of course, we're gonna line this whole bottom with our copper blocks. Also, I just realized these are waxed copper blocks, which is super clutch because now when it rains, it's not going to turn all like weird and blue colored. Nice. So let's just bring this over here and wrap it around this way. And now we just raise the whole thing up. All right, we're getting there. But I do think we're gonna need some windows in here. Oh yeah, that's already better. And then obviously we need to build the roof. And for that, I'm thinking we do some cut copper. Wha-bam! Please look good, please look good. Oh yeah, that mixed with the little acacia stairs on the side makes it look beautiful. Our first copper golem house is now complete. Now, just to decorate the inside. I mean, I'm not a copper golem, but if I was, I would feel pretty honored to live in this place. I'd say we did a pretty good job here. But I guess there's only one way to find out. All right, come on, buddy. Let's see what you think. Isn't it nice? And if we walk in here, this domain is all yours. Go on, don't be shy. Explore. Oh my gosh, guys, he likes it. Look at him. Wait, you can use doors? Hold on, wait. Where are you going? I didn't agree to that. Does that mean he's just gonna walk out of our walls too? Maybe something like this will keep you occupied. Oh yeah, he likes that. Okay, he's not gonna be good. Or not. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna barricade him in until the city's done. Because unfortunately, I don't have any better ideas. But carrying on, I continued building the rest of our houses and even started laying down our first roads. Copper golem houses complete. Which means now it's time for the fun part, which is building these city buildings. So I thought about what resides in a typical city. Lamp posts. Because every city needs light. I like it, but that's all I got. But then I realized I can't just build a normal city because copper golems are not normal people. They're kind of more like children. So I think our first city building is gonna be a copper golem daycare because clearly these guys need a babysitter. Okay, you guys stay here till the daycare's done. Let's go build this thing. Now for this daycare, I want to use the same blocks that we've been using. Copper blocks, acacia wood, and red terracotta, which I am somehow all out of already. And that is more like it. So let's begin by building up a nice basic copper building. Good. Now I just gotta find a way to transform this inside into a daycare. What do daycares even look like? Okay, well, first off, I know that daycares need a soft, cushiony floor for the children. So how about obsidian? I'm just kidding. This joke was not worth it. But in all seriousness, I think orange wool will do the trick, which also matches the orangey copper color palette. But I also know that kids like books and they like toys. Well, maybe not that toy, actually. But, like, this isn't bad. Like, if I was a kid, maybe I'd want to go here, I think. But you know what? That's okay, because it's not about the toys or the fun. It's about the supervision, which is exactly why we are going to instate some copper golems to look after our children. That reminds me, why is there no adult copper golem? Why are they all tiny? Why are there no baby iron golems? Minecraft, hire me. I have good ideas.
No.
And would you just look at that? The iron golems and the copper golems are getting along and everyone is safe and secure. Oh, and you know what else? This is a fantastic time to break out the new copper chain thing. If only I can figure out how to make it. Is it like that? Or like that? Yeah! Which now means we can put up copper and iron chains to signify the bond between our golems. Yeah, I love it. Copper golem daycare complete. Now, after a quick pit stop at the XP farm to heal up my tools, it was time for our next city build, which is going to be a copper golem watchtower. I mean, like, think about it. The copper golems are so cute. They're like little babies, and if there's ever like a pillager raid, they're not going to be able to do anything. So it is my duty to defend them. So very simply, we're just going to build a really big tower, and basically, we're just going to fill this thing up with all the new copper armor and tools and like archers and bodyguards. It's gonna be sick. All right, that's layer 1 complete. Let's get vertical. And that right there is what I call a watchtower view. Now we slap down some acacia fences, decorate the inside a little bit more, and most importantly, we need to make a display with all the new copper armor. I do wonder, is copper armor even good? Oh no! Okay, armor's not good. Armor is not good at all. And of course, we cannot forget the copper tools either. I'll make one of you, and one of you, and maybe one of you. And what better way to display these new tools than with another brand new block to the game, which is the shelf. Let's go try it out. All right, so I smack it down, and I think I can just put items in it like that. That's actually that is so weird. Yo, why are they so small? Like, it's cool, but I want them to be like life size. That looks like they're little toys. Ah, dang it. All right, we're cooked. This thing is awful, but whatever. It's up, so I don't care anymore. Mission successful. Guys, there's literally a pillager patrol right there. Oh, this is our chance. Yeah! Take that, stupid pillager. You'll never get in. Oh wait, they're actually inside. Okay, never mind. Copper golems, take cover. Oh. All right, well, slight wall problem here, but I'll fix that. But for now, copper golem watchtower complete. And for the final city build, I built an amazing copper barn. And then, of course, connected it all with roads. And just like that, all of our city builds are complete. Which means now it's time for the main event. Our copper golem centerpiece. In honor of the copper golem Golems being released, I want to build them a giant statue in the city center. But unfortunately, we did already use all the copper we got earlier, so looks like we're hitting the mines again. Which reminds me, last episode, I said if the video got 5,000 likes, I would do some super hard challenge. And since you guys absolutely smashed it, somebody suggested that I go mining with no armor or totem, so I figure, why not do that while I get my copper? A deal is a deal. Okay, let's be quick. Let's just get our copper and get out of here. Although for this statue, I'm probably gonna need quite a bit. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Oh, geez, this is looking a lot more terrifying. Go, 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 go. No, 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 no. No, go away, go away, go away. Oh, that guy's gonna end my hardcore world, isn't he? Also, I have no food aside from rotten flesh. What the heck? Why is there a melon down here? Enderman? I mean, thank you. That's actually really handy, and that's so random. But I don't got time to think. I gotta just survive. Oh, that's good. And just a little bit more. And yes, that's it. Okay, my inventory's full. Yes, we did it. Give me my elytra and get me out of here. But that being said, if this video gets 5,000 likes, I will once again pick my favorite comment from the comment section and do that next episode. But after smelting up all of our copper and a second little trip to the trial chamber, it was time to build the statue. Okay, so if we look at a copper golem, I think the first part's obviously his feet. So we're just gonna throw some blocks here for some shading. Then we'll start building up into his torso using copper. Yeah, I think something like this. Now we start bringing up his arms, his chest, and most importantly, that cute little copper golem face. Oh, his eyes do not look very friendly. Did I make a mistake? How do their eyes even look? Oh, they're like yellow. I thought they were just brown. Okay, I messed up. I can fix that. How about some yellow glass and yellow wool? Maybe would these kind of work? Yeah, I don't see why not. Let's try it. So let's do a little bit of this and then put in some yellow concrete and some wool right here and some wool right there. And that looks much better. Although I did forget your little weird stick thing on the top of your head. Oh, wait, it's literally this thing. You have a lightning rod on your head. Does that mean you get struck by lightning? Oh, I kind of feel bad for him now. Well, not my problem. I have a statue to build. And unless I'm really bad at geometry, we should have the perfect copper golem shape. Yeah, buddy, look at that. It's your twin. Now for the final part of our city, I just need to fill in all these green bits and make some nice nature-y details to put a cherry on top. Because honestly, right now, this place is looking a little barren. Let's change that. So first off, we threw in some filler buildings. Things like wagons, farm stands, and even a well. Then we built some taller things like these big storage containers. And after that, it was time to sprinkle in the nature details. So I built a cool custom pond, some custom trees, and just bone milled the area to spawn a bunch of flowers. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is our completed Copper City. And this turned out even better than I could have imagined. I love how this looks. Which means there's only one thing left to do. Fill up our brand new city with all the new residents. Yeah, look at this, guys. We got the whole community popping. Oh, this city is awesome. Yes, my friends. Copper Golem City complete. Wait, what? No, what happened? Why is everything oxidized? Bro, what? Broderick? Well, all right, guys, I guess I'll have to fix that city later, but in the meantime, thanks so much for watching, so make sure to like, subscribe, do all the good stuff, and I'll talk to you guys next time. So until then, goodbye. It's officially Halloween season. So in honor of this spooky time of year, I am going to build the world's biggest pumpkin, along with a massive pumpkin patch, and even a huge redstone-powered pumpkin farm, all in Minecraft Hardcore. So where's a good place to build a giant pumpkin? I mean, I see pumpkins there. there and over here, but I think we're gonna need a bigger area than that. Yeah, look at this giant field. Let's get to work. So if I was gonna build the world's biggest pumpkin, I needed to study some inspiration. And every pumpkin really breaks down into 3 parts: the body, the stem, and the carved face. There was no chance of me carving a pumpkin in my studio, so I hope that visual is good enough. But after deforesting all the trees in the area, it was time for us to figure out our pumpkin block palette. And I think the most obvious block here is gonna be pumpkins. They're orange, they're juicy, they're easy to get, so I think it's the perfect one. I mean, they are literally pumpkins. And that is all of them. All right, let's figure this thing out. So I think the middle of the pumpkin can go right here. And judging by the bottom of this pumpkin, I think it'd be best if we built like a giant circle of these like pumpkin grooves. That way, as we build it up, it'll kind of keep that pumpkin-y shape. I don't know about you guys, but I see the vision here. The only problem is I only have like 4 pumpkins left, and we don't have any more pumpkins at the farm anymore. I mean, I would have more if I didn't have the stupid villager trading hall here. They're all so greedy for wanting my pumpkins. Ooh, emeralds. Okay, fine. I forgive you. But we are going to need more pumpkins. So as you can probably expect, we're gonna make a gigantic pumpkin farm. So let's do some testing. So let's just say, for example, our pumpkin's growing here. Now, if I can strategically place a piston like right above the pumpkin, like there, and I then put an observer above where the pumpkin's growing out of, so this is like where the stem's gonna be. And finally, if I just put some redstone here on top, this should crush the pumpkin, giving me infinite pumpkins. Yeah. Okay, sweet. We have our plan. Now I just need to make a really big version of this, which means we're gonna need some redstone materials. And that's a check on the redstone stuff. Now we just gotta grab a whole bunch of pumpkin seeds. And if we're being honest here, the pumpkins are actually growing back pretty fast. But it's too late. I'm already moving on. Huh? All you pumpkins smell funny. And jackpot. Now it's just time to build this massive farm, which I think would be really cool if we built it right inside the pumpkin. Because like, what better place could you possibly have? Mr. Pig agrees. So let's start this thing out by building up a couple blocks and then just kind of spacing a little area out. And I think that's probably a good size. Now we're gonna fly back down here and start planting our pumpkins. So we'll go 1, we'll go 2, we'll go 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, no, the things are going away. Wait, how am I supposed to count this? All right, well, I guess we're just gonna wing it. But now it's time for the fun part, which is putting in our redstone for all these guys. So observer on the top, redstone above that, and then pistons, if I could squeeze these right next to it. Boom! Okay, this is actually gonna be really annoying to place these all down. I'll be right back. Okay, cool. This thing actually looks really interesting. Now, I don't think any of our boys were growing yet, so I can't actually see if it's working. Oh, wait, I can. I just saw some pistons move. But judging by the size of our pumpkin build, I may need a slightly bigger farm. So, 3, 2, 1, pumpkin farm expansion. And oh boy, guys, this took me a while, but look at this monstrosity now. I literally planted so many pumpkin seeds and I put in lights so they're gonna grow faster. It's just going to be the perfect farm of all time. Perfect farm of all time. That's English. So I guess now we just go AFK and see what the farm does for us. See you soon. So I sat there and let all the pumpkins collect. But then I realized I don't even have hoppers now. So instead, I had to emerge from my slumber and make some changes to this farm. Like creating a pretty sweet collection system and even reshaping the farm so it's more efficient. All right, look at this farm go now. We are raking in the pumpkins and this farm looks a lot weirder, but it does the trick. Yeah, I totally forgot that I needed to actually put hoppers down, but I'm glad we did. Because now we can continue building our pumpkin and automatically replenish our blocks as we're doing it. Oh, I love science. But okay, starting off with the pumpkin body, we're first gonna raise up and kind of fill in these gaps between our grooves, like... Huh? Wrong button. What I meant to say was like this. Then we can raise it up even a little bit more. And if we fly high into the sky, you can kind of see that ripple pumpkin shape really forming. AKA, Farzy is a genius. No. So I'm gonna keep carrying this pattern up and see how it looks. And And as I place down all these pumpkins, please subscribe and hit the bell. The craziest thing about this is even with my giant farm, we are still running through our pumpkin supply. So come to think of it, I might actually benefit from coming back here every once in a while. Wait, actually, maybe not. I could have sworn there were more pumpkins here. Well, one farm it is. But, oh yeah, you guys can really see the bottom now. I didn't even see it from up here yet. That looks really good. All right, sweet. So all we gotta do now is just get more pumpkins and place more pumpkins. Seems easy enough to me. And what do you guys think? I mean, it's definitely uneven in some parts, but it is a giant pumpkin. So, like, I did the best I could. But I'll tell you what, overall, it's not bad. Like, it looks really good, and the inside is crazy. Like, look at how sick this looks in here. There's, like, a literal million pumpkins inside of this build. I could personally fund all of Halloween for every house in the world with this thing. But all that being said, I still do feel like it's missing something. You see, if we look at a normal Minecraft pumpkin, it has these dark lines in here to really add some dimension and some texture. And our pumpkin simply does not have that. So I'm thinking if we go get some darker blocks to mix in here, it might make it look a million times better. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. So the first and most obvious block I can think of is orange terracotta. Because if I do a little side-by-side comparison, I would say that's pretty close. So let's grab a whole bunch of this, preferably closer to my beacon so I can insta-mine. Oh yeah, that's better. And also as I was flying, this red sand really caught my eye. Because if I grab a little bit of this, I can craft it into red sandstone, which also looks really close to the pumpkin block. It is perfect. Ooh, hello. What is this down here? Little secret mine shaft under the mesa biome? That's cool. Ooh, hello there. Oh, where did that just come from? All right, I'm out of here. So we're gonna fly up here, and I think in between these big grooves, like here, we're gonna just sprinkle in some of our little orange terracotta. So like this, maybe? And drip that down this way. And then as we're filling this in, we'll sprinkle in some red sandstone just here and there and see how that looks. I have no idea if this is gonna look good or horrible, but we're gonna find out.
1 hour later.
And are you guys ready for this? Look at how good that shading looks on the pumpkin. You guys are literally twins now. Oh, it's so perfect. That was the exact thing it was missing. I love how this thing comes out now. So I think it's safe to say pumpkin body is complete. But now with the pumpkin body out of the way, it was time for the stem. But as I was planning it out, I couldn't help but notice something. If I am being totally honest, I feel like our pumpkin looks super out of place right now. Like it's supposed to be a Halloween build, but it just looks so basic and bland down here. So I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to fix this before I continue on. And once again, Mr. Pig agrees. Let's make this area spooky. So when I first think about where pumpkins need to go, my first thought is pumpkin patch. So the first thing I want to do is get a whole bunch of spruce wood so I can make some walls for the pumpkin patch. Gotta keep the mobs out somehow. So how about we just put some poles up like this, then we can strip them and then maybe just put in some slabs like that. Just kind of have this go around the whole perimeter. Unless, can mobs still fit through this gap? Are they gonna be smart like that or no? I'm gonna say no. Okay, walls looking good. Now, of course, we're gonna fill this thing up with different kinds of pumpkins. So I kind of want to do like some custom mini versions of that guy. So just go like this and then raise this whole thing up. And let's see if I can turn this thing into an actual pumpkin. And jackpot. It's kind of funny that I didn't even do the big stem yet, but I'm doing the stem for these guys, but these are much easier than that thing. What? Well, bam! That's a cute little pumpkin. But of course, we're also gonna mix in some smaller pumpkins too, so it's not all just giant pumpkins in here. I want to have a nice variety of sizes. Perfect. And now to spice it up even more, we're gonna toss in some leaves for extra bushes. Some of these muddy podzol blocks make it look kind of like soil around the pumpkins. And last but not least, sea pickles. Because believe it or not, these things actually make really good mini pumpkin stems. Even though they are kind of a pain to get. Ready, ready, ready? Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, this looks so good. But this right here does not look very good. Where are you all coming from? I literally made these walls for a reason. What the heck? Oh. Dude, go away. Not again! Oh, I gotta do something about these mobs. I'm just a mob. Nobody look at me funny. This is not a Halloween costume. I promise you can leave me alone. Okay, this is not working. We need to do something else about these mobs. So I'm gonna do what every other pumpkin patch owner has. An entire army of scarecrows. You see, every Minecraft mob has a fear. For example, skeletons hate dogs, and creepers are terrified of cats. So if we bring a whole bunch of our pets and attach them to the scarecrows, they're actually gonna scare away all the mobs. I think it's gonna be perfect. All right, you guys are all gonna stay here, and I gotta start breeding you so I get a bunch more. Puppies, you can definitely use this, right? Yes. All right, good. Okay, puppy. Hey, come here. No, don't run away. Stay where you're supposed to be. Now for the cats, I think you guys like fish, right? Seafood it is. Come on, fishies. Where are you? Oh, yeah. Bingo. And that takes care of that. And now as we keep breeding these guys, let's go make some scarecrows. Okay, so let's give him a little stump. Then we're going to do some hay bales and then his purple shirt and then his head. And then I think for each scarecrow, they need like long arms like that, how we did before. And then once we have one done, we can take one of you. Oh, no, not that. One of you, just one. Oh, this is becoming a disaster. And these two can go right here. All right, let's test it out. Well, not zombies. Zombies aren't afraid of either of these things, but that's okay. I don't think zombies have any fear besides the sun. Oh, it's my fear though. Baby zombie. Oh, okay, skeleton. Skeleton, come here. Come to my scarecrow and see the dog. And are they running? I really can't tell. Oh yeah, look at them. They're running away. Scarecrow successful. Oh boy, this is a hard episode to record right now. Really, really hard. Hey, why do you have that? Stupid Enderman. Bro, look what he did. He made a hole in the pumpkin. I mean, I'm liking the scarecrows, but jeez. Bro, they're all taking my pumpkins. Every single one of them is a pumpkin. They literally all have pumpkins. And why are there so many mobs in here again? Oh, this is a disaster right now. Maybe I should put some jack-o'-lanterns in so there's less mobs spawning all over the place. That's probably not a bad idea. Unless these guys steal the jack-o'-lanterns too. Bro, these little griefers, they're literally taking all my pumpkins. That's the creepers are taking all my block. I'm getting rage baited really bad right now. Okay, a long and frustrating time later, I think our pumpkin patch is complete. Woo. Oh man, that was one of the most triggering experiences I've had in Minecraft in a long time. But now with that out of the way, it's time to move on to the giant pumpkin stem. Now, just like what I did for the other pumpkins I just made, I think a green stem is the perfect color. So let's see what we have in our chest system. We might have some green terracotta in here, or maybe not at all. How about some concrete? Still no. Well, we at least have to have some moss in here. Still no. Looks like we got some plans ahead of us. Okay, first off, we gotta go find a lush cave to get our moss. Oh, I see a cave. Come on, show Farzy some greenery. Come on. This might be a dud. Yes, that's not green at all. Ooh, that's kind of green right there. Thank you very much. On we go. Ooh. Oh, what do I see right there? Wait a second, it's actually massive. Yes. All right, sweet. Let me just take out my hoe and let's get to moss chopping. Oh, yeah. All right, check on the moss. Now we're just gonna fly over here to the desert to get some cacti for green dye. Except I see no cacti. Where's all the cacti, bro? Like, I know it's a desert and it's barren, but this is like too barren. There's only like 3 pieces of cacti in this whole thing. Also, how do you break this fast? Is it not a shear? I'm confused for many reasons. And now for the final ingredient, we're just gonna grab some terracotta to turn green. Oh, as a matter of fact, maybe some dead bushes for the pumpkin patch would look sick too. That's what I call a 2-for-1. All right, it's go time. So first we're gonna fly down here and sprinkle in our new dead bushes, which, oh, by the way, fit in very nicely with the pumpkin patch. Now it's time to build our stem. All right, so how are we gonna do this? Honestly, I don't know, so I'm just gonna wing it. Okay, I have a dilemma now because I don't know, do pumpkin stems like go straight up or do they like curve out? I feel like they curve out, right? They go like to the side. Please don't look stupid. Please don't look stupid. And drum roll, please. How does that look? I actually have no idea if I love it or hate it, but you know what? It's done, so stem complete. And from the inside, excuse me, sir. From the inside, dude, stop. Okay, from the inside, it looks like that. you can't even see it. Okay, what was the point of that? But yeah, stem complete. But now with the pumpkin and the stem complete, all that's left to do is carve out the giant Halloween face. But before we start carving into this thing, I want to get a whole bunch of glowstone so we can turn this thing into a real-life jack-o'-lantern. And if we're gonna get a ton of glowstone, we're gonna need to go to the nether. Which does remind me, last episode, I said if the video got 5,000 likes, I would do a fun challenge that you guys wanted me to do. And since you guys absolutely smashed it, I did see a comment saying to survive in the nether with no totem and no armor. So I guess what better time than now? Let's do this thing. All right, I'm looking for glowstone. Where is the glowstone? I mean, it's all on the roof, I guess. So I guess first things first, let's get some building blocks. And let's carefully start scaffolding our way up to all that precious loot. All right, gentle, gentle. Oh, this is really scary. Now we're just gonna go up a little bit. And okay, we're here. All right, give these blocks to me. Oh no, we're losing some. Be careful, Farzy, be careful. And okay, that's good for this part. Probably like 4 or 5 more of those and we'll be all done. Oh no! Oh, make a platform quick! No, 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 no! Oh gosh, no, no, no! No! I'm out of here. Goodbye. Challenge complete. Challenge failed. I don't know, and I don't care. See you later. But that being said, same drill for next time. If this video gets 5,000 likes, I will pick a comment and do a crazy challenge. Like the video. But after a quick visit to my storage system, we finally had enough glowstone to start our pumpkin face. All right, so how do I do this? Well, if we look at a carved pumpkin's face, it's really just eyes and a mouth. So that shouldn't be too hard to replicate. Well, maybe it will be with all the mobs in here. So let's just glide up around here, and I think we can probably start breaking out the mouth in this area. And I think we're just gonna give him like a really big smile. Something kind of like that. Now let's see what we can do with this glowstone. Okay, I love it, and I kind of hate it. I mean, I do like how it looks, but it's a little bit too light. I want it to look a little more dark, like it's actually a carved pumpkin, not just like a giant wall of glowstone. Like something kind of in the middle of these two. I could just layer in some of this tinted glass, because I do have a lot of this. Honestly, why not? Let's give it a try. Yeah, you know what? That actually is kind of perfect. And the best part is, there's actually a ton of light here now, so no more mobs are gonna spawn. Yeah, I approve. Now with the mouth out of the way, all that was left to do was to build the giant eyes and the little cute nose. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is our completed pumpkin. Oh my goodness, this thing came out so good, and yes, it was a major pain today, but it was worth it. Did you just see that? That creeper's name is Broderick. I think Broderick's trying to prank me. Come here, Broderick. I know it's your Halloween costume. You don't scare me one bit. Oh. I guess that wasn't Broderick. Well, alright guys, putting Broderick's shenanigans aside, thanks so much for watching, so make sure to like, subscribe, do all the good stuff, and I'll talk to you guys next time. So until then, goodbye. Minecraft has a lot of blocks. So today, I'm gonna attempt to build a giant beacon using every single block in Minecraft Hardcore. Okay, first off, we need to go build the base foundation for our beacon. So let's fly down to this little island right here and start making a giant pyramid. Because after all, we want this beacon to actually work too. And thank you, Iron Farm. Now it's time to make a plan. So the first thing I had to do was figure out how many blocks are in Minecraft. And after subtracting all the non-full blocks and creative mode blocks, I came up with a grand total of 361 blocks, which can be broken up into 16 different categories, going from easiest to the rarest. Starting off with the wood category. Okay, well, obviously the first wood everyone knows about is oak wood. So let's grab one of these, and then one of these, and of course one of these. Boom, boom, and boom. Wait, I think we're missing some some wood. Oak. Oh, yeah, look at that. There's planks. There's these full wood types. I am just now realizing this beacon is going to be a grind. Boom, 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 boom. And of course, boom. I probably shouldn't say boom every time I get a block. That would be a lot of booms. And that is much better. Oak wood complete. Now off to get the other million types of wood. Birch wood, acacia wood, jungle, spruce, and of course, dark oak. Excuse me, millions of skeletons surrounding me. I'm just trying to make a beacon here. Please leave me alone. Oh! Okay, bye. I'd rather not die on the first category of our beacon. But a little bit later, we have a ton more wood types down. And according to my notes, the only ones I'm missing is mangrove wood and then pale oak wood, which I intentionally saved for last because these trees are both weird. Like for these mangrove trees, they have these root blocks, and I think these count as wood, so I'm gonna get some of these. And of course, the wood itself. And then of course, for the pale garden, if we look carefully, it has some sneaky blocks called the creaking heart. Well, it's not there, but this is definitely the rarest wood type, so I definitely want to get it. Oh, it's a creaking. All right, this is good. If I smack him, it should show me where the stuff is, which looks like it's right. Excuse me. It's right in here. Look at that. I don't know what to do because if I turn my back to you, you're going to smack me. Maybe I just go back here and I do it this way. Or not. Okay, I'm just going to go for it. Go, 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 go. Give me. Thank you. Okay, bye. Those guys are not fun. And just like that, our wood layer is complete. Also, I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty unsatisfying that this wood doesn't go all the way around the pyramid, but you know what? It's fine. On to the next category, which is going to be what we're calling the nature blocks. Now, this one was a hard one to categorize because if you just look around, there's nature everywhere. So I think the best place to start is the most basic blocks. Grass, dirt, and pretty much any other green block you can find on the ground. So let's see how we're gonna do this. Obviously, we can do the grass and the dirt. We also can do some of those weird dirt blocks like a path block. And if I take out my hoe, one of these farmland blocks. Although we're probably gonna need some water so it doesn't dry out. So let's hop into my iron farm and let's make a bucket. And now we'll just sneak a little bit of water right, I guess under here, because we're gonna have blocks on this layer too. Yeah, why not? That works. Nice. Now we're gonna carry on to the other kinds of dirt, like coarse dirt and rooted dirt, which as far as I'm aware, can only spawn in lush caves. So we are on the hunt for an azalea tree. Oh, is that one? No, it's not. Oh, but that looks like one over there. Oh, wait. Does azalea have its own wood? Oh, no, it's just oak logs. But if we're gonna be accurate, I probably should stuff some of these somewhere in the wood layer. But all right, back to our nature blocks. Rooted dirt, check. And now if we mine down here, I should at some point start... Okay, actually, I'm not really seeing any coarse dirt in here. Did I make a mistake? Yep, looks like I did. According to Google, coarse dirt spawns in a totally different biome. But in the meantime, I guess I'll get some moss while I'm at it too. But after getting our moss and some clay, we carried on to an old spruce biome to get our coarse dirt and some podzol. Whoa, whoa, what is this? Yo, look at this mountain, bro. Oh, I want to build here one day. Like, look at this thing. I'm like on top of the world. Oh, this is like the best seed ever. If you guys have any cool future build ideas, let me know in the comments, please. But as I carry on getting the rest of our nature blocks, please subscribe and hit the bell. And there we are. Granted, there are still like a million other nature blocks in the game, but we can at least say all the important nature blocks are there. Now on to the much harder to get ones. Yay. And our first pit stop is gonna be back at the mangrove swamp, because even though I got a little bit of mud already, I did forget about some of that rooted mud. Like this stuff right here. And come to think of it, I also want to get packed mud too, which can be crafted using normal mud and wheat. So let's see, is there a village nearby? Aha, I see wheat. Hello, Mr. Farmer Man. Do you mind if I take some of your precious wheat? Yeah? Uh-huh. I think he nodded. Thank you very much. And let's see, is that all we need? Yes, sir. Packed mud acquired. Now with the muds out of the way, we are on the hunt to find a snow biome to get all of Minecraft's frosty blocks. And I'll be honest, I have no idea where I am right now, but maybe there's a snow biome somewhere over here. Or maybe there's a snow biome in here. I'm just kidding. I just saw a chest with nothing in it. Okay, what a waste of my time. On we go. Aha, bingo. I spy frosty blocks. And a guardian obsidian temple right next to it for some reason. Oh, no! Now I have the stupid mining fatigue. I was just looking. Now I need milk. Do you have milk? No, I didn't think so. Oh, goat's milk. That's a thing. Gimme. Yes. Finally a use for these stupid mobs. But getting back on track, we're going to want to get all the ice types. So things like normal ice, packed ice, and if I dive deep into the ocean, we can maybe scope out some blue ice. Yes, sir. Now all that's left is the snow blocks. Thank you. Oh, wait. That didn't give me a snow block. Can I just do that? Yes, I can. And last but not least, I gotta find some powdered snow, which looks like it's right here. All right, bucket, where are you? Hooah! Thank you. All right, zombie, stop. I'm stuck in the powdered snow. I don't want to die. No, what's going on? Oh, this is not good. I'm stuck. I can't see anything. Bro, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Oh, dig. Help. I don't know how powdered snow works. Is it safe? Can I leave? Okay, I'm out of here. Bye. But putting our near-death experiences aside, we continued on by stopping at some bees' nests to get all the different honey blocks, and then popped into a few different villages to get things like pumpkins, melons, and hay bales. Well, all right, I think that's just about all the nature blocks I can think of. Except for one more. We need to get mushroom blocks. So we're gonna need one of these brown ones, one of these stem blocks, and for my personal favorite, the red mushroom. Now we are complete. Which meant we could finally lay down the rest of our nature blocks. On to the next layer. Right after I get a totem. I forgot how dangerous that just was. Please, 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 please. Yes. Now it's time for the next layer, which is going to be all of the stone blocks in Minecraft. And even though there are tons of stone blocks, this should be pretty easy because they're really all in one place. So let's do this. Okay, those are all the stones I could find in that cave. But we still are missing a few more of the exotic stones that spawn in some weird locations. Starting off with all the stronghold stones. And lucky for us, there should be a nice entry into the stronghold right around here. Yeah. And these are the guys I'm looking for. The mossy stone brick and the cracked stone brick. Are there any other kind of stone bricks in this game? I already have normal and chiseled. I mean, I probably should know this by now after playing this game for like 10 years, but I think we're good. We're also gonna need some mossy cobblestone that spawns in mob spawners. But as opposed to us doing all that song and dance, I think I can just get some vines here and just do this the easy way. Boom, boom, and boom. Oh, what the heck? What just hit me? Oh, hello. I feel like the mobs are extra annoying today for some reason. Maybe they don't like my beacon idea. Wait, am I gonna die right now? Okay, we're good. We're good. And now for the last of these exotic stone blocks, we gotta go to the deep dark. Because there's a whole lot of deep slate blocks that I do not have. Hello, Warden. Oh, he's already there. Hello, buddy. I'm just gonna fly over this way. Oh, but here we are in the ancient city. Okay, this is what I want. I'm gonna need all of these different kinds of deep slate blocks. I got bricks, I got smooth, I got cracked. Oh, deep slate tile, smooth and cracked. What the heck is this block? Is this also a tile? What is this? Chiseled deep slate. Okay, we got that one too. Oh, and of course, normal deep slate. I feel like there may be a chance we missed one or two deep slate blocks because there's just a lot of them, but I think we're probably good. All right, that's my cue. Bye. But after placing down all the rest of our stones, we then collected all the different kinds of sandstones. Because like sandstone, it's like a stone, right? And then to finish off the stones, I threw in some bricks and some resin blocks. This is one of those blocks where I don't know if it's actually stone, but it looks like stone and you can chisel it, so it's stone to me. Wait, why are there 3 blocks missing? Oh, I see. There's definitely more than 2 tough blocks in the game, and that's much better. Now we can officially say all of our stone blocks are complete. Now at this point, I really wanted to start speeding up our progress. So I started off by getting all the different wool colors from my sheep factory, and then collecting all the different dyes to get all the colored glass blocks. But then our speed came to a screeching halt. The next block I have on my list here is copper. You see, not only does Minecraft have tons of copper blocks, but they also all have different levels of oxidization. So in simpler terms, I'm not happy about this one. This one's actually gonna take me forever. But if we're gonna somehow make this even a little bit faster, we're gonna have to go talk to our villagers. Hello, friends. Are there any cartographers in here? I'm pretty sure we have some over here. Yes, we do. Okay, Bob, hello. I need a map to a trial chamber. Yes, that's gonna be very handy because those trial chambers have a lot of copper in them. So let's grab some melons for the villagers, do some trading with this bad boy, and use the winnings to buy one of these. I'll be taking that. Now we're off to go find a place that I've been to already. Well, as long as there's copper there, that's fine with me. And it looks like X marks the spot. Let's get digging. Oh, okay, we're here. Hello. And look at all this copper. Okay, there's a lot to get though. So, I mean, I guess we'll start here with just the normal copper block. And then here is a fully oxidized copper block. And that's a block. And that's a block. There's just, oh, this is so much. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna lock in right now and go into checklist mode. So, wish me luck. All right, we are getting some progress here, but we're still missing quite a bit right now. So, I mean, it's a pretty good start, but we still got our work cut out for us. Speaking of work cut out for us, go, 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 go. I'll catch you guys back at home base. Okay, well, the good thing is that I actually managed to get one of each kind of normal copper block. So all we gotta do now is just get these 5 blocks in their other weathered variants. So here is the $1 million question. Can I craft those copper blocks using these blocks? Okay, I can do that. Good. Can I get the other blocks too? Oh, yeah, okay. Copper, great, good. And that works out perfectly because the last block we need is the copper bulb, which I actually got other variants of that. Oh, yes, this is perfect. And I'm pretty sure if you put copper underwater, it oxidizes faster. So it looks like this is going to be our strategy. Let's just unwax these and then let nature do its trick. All right, now we wait. Oh. Hello there, buddies. Mind if I take a seat with you guys? Yeah, this is totally not cursed at all.
One eternity later.
And we are finally done. Oh, I am not kidding when I say that was the worst process of all time. That literally took so long. But now I can confidently say our entire copper layer is complete. And yes, once again, it's very unsatisfying that there's a 2-block gap here, but what can you do? Math is math. Now, we're moving on to the interdimensional blocks. And you wouldn't expect it, but the Nether does have a lot of different biomes in it. All right, we got our food, our fireworks, and our shulker box. Let's do this. All right, where do we even begin here? I mean, first off, let's just get the old reliable netherrack. Ah, and of course, soul sand. Whoop-bam. Oh, there's soul soil, too. Okay, gotta get 2 of these. And there's bone blocks, too. Oh, man. Okay, I think that's probably all the basic blocks I can think of. Now we can segue on to some of these more colorful blocks, like all the different kinds of crimson blocks, the warped blocks, and then, of course, all these lava-dwelling blocks like basalt. Ooh, and that stuff, too. Whoa! Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't think this one through. Come on. Nope. How about this? No. All right, enough of this. Bang. Oh, and by the way, for things like glowstone, I'm gonna have a separate light block section too. So no, I'm not forgetting that. But now let's get our nether fortress blocks, which also includes chiseled nether brick. So can I do that here? Oh, sweet, I can. Bingo. And also apparently there's a block called cracked nether brick. So how do I get that? How to get cracked nether brick. Smelting. Okay, got it. Come on, come on. Yes! Cracked nether bricks acquired. Now let's just grab our bastion blocks. Very quickly, I might add. Good. A whole bunch of quartz blocks. And for any other blocks that we're missing, they will be gotten later. Goodbye, nether. And hello, end. This will just take a second. Interdimensional layers complete. Although I'm not sure if I like this dragon head here or not, but for now he's gonna stay. Yeah. Moving on to our next category, it was time for the villager workstations. And there are quite a bit of different variants here. So we're gonna take a little shortcut here. We are literally just gonna keep ransacking villages until I get all the workstations. Sorry boys, gotta do what I gotta do. Yo, why are there so many iron golems at this village? Bro, what is going on here? I don't know what kind of monsters you guys have coming to this village, but count me out. And good on the villager blocks. And while we're on the topic of workstations, we're also going to put in these basic Minecraft ones too. Now, all Minecraft workstations complete. Which brings us to our next set of blocks, which is all the redstone contraptions in Minecraft. And I'm hoping we might already have a whole bunch of these things in my redstone chest. Not really. Looks like we're doing this the old-fashioned way. So let's grab some iron, some stone, and if we mix in some redstone, let's just see how many things I can craft. I fear we might need many more materials. I'll be right back. So after running around to get random blocks and fighting random mobs, we finally acquired all the redstone blocks. Wait, is there any redstone around here? Am I good? Okay, we're good. Redstone layer complete. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are flying through this thing. We are down to like our final 3 or 4 levels here. But that also means these categories are about to get a lot more challenging. Beginning with the ocean blocks. Now, not all of these ocean blocks are scary, like coral, for example. These will actually be pretty easy to get. Or not. They're dead. Maybe if I use my silk touch pickaxe. Yep, that was it. All right, cool. So let's grab one of every color of coral. Okay, check on the coral. But now, here comes the much more dangerous part of the ocean, which is the ocean monument blocks. Aha, I see one. Okay, we need to strategize for this, because I am not trying to die right now. So I did think a little bit ahead here by bringing buckets, because if you recall earlier, the mining fatigue from that Elder Guardian is not fun. So step 1, let's go find a cow. There's got to be one around here somewhere. All right, you come here and give me 3 buckets of milk, and hopefully that'll be enough. Okay, here we are. I should probably put on my chest plate too, just so I don't die here. And now we're gonna sneak over here. We're gonna grab some of these prismarine blocks. Good, good. Oh, a sea lantern, yes. What else? Oh! All right, milk time. And let's get these dark prismarine blocks. Now all we gotta find is the sponges, and then we're out of here. All right, Elder Guardian, where are you? I only got 1 bucket of milk left. All right, you foul beast, be gone. Drop me a sponge, please. It's okay. We're good. Wait, actually, trident. Yeah! Yes, give me that sponge, quick. All right, get me out of here. Milk, and mine out. Goodbye. Yes, we did it. Okay. Whew, that was a close one. Ocean blocks acquired. And now, since we're already out here, there actually is one more dangerous block I want to get. And that is taking one more trip to the deep dark to get some skulk blocks. Because for some reason, I forgot to get those blocks when I was down there the first time. Ancient City, we meet again. But this actually works out perfectly because last episode, I said if the video got 5,000 likes, I would do some crazy challenge from the comment section. And since you guys absolutely smashed it, I'm gonna attempt to survive the warden with no totem and no armor. What could possibly go wrong with this idea? Here we go. I'm just gonna carefully break our way down here, and we gotta be really quiet and sneaky right now. All right, skulk block, check. Oh, catalyst and sensor. Need one of these. And last but not least, I gotta get one of these shrieker blocks. Oh my goodness, no. Why did he spawn that fast? I didn't even do anything. Just run. Trigger block, come here. I need you. Quick. Just gonna carefully back away from that monstrosity. Oh, but I'm pretty sure the challenge said to defeat the warden, didn't it? Oh, all right, fine. I'll do it. Okay, there he is. All I gotta do is just find a high vantage point and just shoot him. I'm getting the high ground. Okay, I think we have a good angle at him. Warden, prepare to get shot. Can he reach me from here? Oh, he's making a noise. I don't like it. Oh, I don't like it. Totem, I don't care. I lost. I think we're safe now. That was a close one. But that being said, just like last episode, if this video gets 5,000 likes, I will do another crazy challenge just like that. Like the video and leave me some crazy comment idea down below. But after placing down our ocean and skulk blocks, we then collected all of Minecraft's light blocks, followed by a very time-consuming journey to get every single terracotta and concrete color. Light gray, black, and we're done. Oh yeah, now this thing looks super colorful. Light blocks, concrete blocks, and terracotta blocks all complete. Oh, hey buddy, what are you doing here? And where are your llamas? Got anything good for me? No, doesn't look like it. Oh no, he despawned. How tragic. But okay, guys, we are now down to our final two categories. The ore blocks and the super rare blocks. And starting with the ores, this is actually going to be pretty easy. Because if you hop into any basic Minecraft cave, you are bound to find ores just laying around. And mobs laying around too. But luckily, I do not need to collect you guys. Copper, coal, iron. Oh, I also got to get the deep slate versions of these ores too. That's fine. This'll be easy. Okay, the only thing I'm missing right now is the normal stone diamond ore and then both the emerald ores. And I'm pretty sure these are the 3 rarest ores in the game. Come on, diamonds, where are you? Oh my gosh, I have no totem. I just realized that. I could have lost my entire world without even thinking. Well, I guess I still can because I'm not done mining yet. Let's be careful here. Come on, where are you? I know you're here, diamonds. Oh, yes! Normal stone diamonds, give me. Now we're just gonna fly ourselves over to this mountain biome and find our emeralds. Bro, are you kidding me? There's another one of these? It took me so long to find the first one. But now, after tossing in all these and our nether ores, I think that's every ore in Minecraft. Then, after placing down all the ores in full block form, our ore layer was complete. But okay, guys, we are now down to our final layer, which is the rare blocks. Now, I did spend a lot of time thinking of what could be the rarest 5 blocks in Minecraft, and I think I nailed my list. First off, we're going back to the nether, because our first 2 rare blocks are ancient debris and netherite. And if you guys know anything about ancient debris, you know it is not easy to find. But I do think the best way to do this is by using some good old-fashioned TNT. So let's just mine down here. Stop. It appears I've mined the wrong direction. All right, that's more like it. So now we're gonna put down a ton of TNT, and now we explode it and run away. I don't see any ancient debris. Looks like I gotta do a little more demolition here. Oh, I see one. Ancient debris acquired. Oh, there's 3. Oh, there's 4. Oh my goodness, the rich get richer, am I right? And that gives us a grand total of 7 or 6 ancient debris. Oh wait, 7, it's back. Yeah. Which means after we smack this bad boy down, we still have enough ancient debris to make our netherite block. Let's just grab some extra gold, smelt these puppies up, and wait, no, that's only 1 ingot. Oh, I messed up. I thought that was gonna give me a block. Oh, I need so many more of these. Please. In my world's safest base, do I have any netherite blocks in here? Oh, I do. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love having a bank full of gems that I could have gotten all my other blocks for, but I forgot. It's fine. Problem solved. Netherite block complete. Carrying on to our next couple rare blocks, we're looking for crying obsidian and the respawn anchor. Now, realistically, it doesn't sound super rare, but crying obsidian really only spawns in the overworld in abandoned portals. And also, we're gonna need quite a few of them to craft the respawn anchor. Oh, and I'm out of fireworks. Yay. Looks like we're doing this journey on foot. Oh, gotcha. Ruined portal, where is your crying obsidian? I don't see any. Oh, wait, I do. Oh, gimme. I'll be taking that. Okay, well, we got one of these guys. Now I just need to find like 6 more. I'll be back. But okay, that is number 7, which means if we combine 6 of these with some glowstone, that should give us a respawn anchor. Boom and boom. Which now leaves us down to our final 2 blocks. First, the sniffer egg, which is going to be a major pain to collect, but it is a very rare block, so I need it. I'm just gonna need a brush, which I might have right here. Now, we just gotta go find some suspicious sand. Aha, this looks promising. All right, let's pop down here and let's find some suspicious blocks. Because if you guys did not know, this is the only way to find the sniffer egg. Come on, that's not a sniffer egg, definitely. Nope, that's an axe. Please. It's another axe or clay Yep, that's clay. Well, now you guys see why this is the second rarest block in the game. Oh, yes! Finally, the sniffer egg. Oh, that took way too long. But all right, let's smack this bad boy down. And that being said, we are down to our final block, which is the only possible block to finish on, which is the beacon. Ladies and gentlemen, just like that, our everything beacon is complete. And I know who'd be very impressed with that, my pet chicken, Broderick. Hey, Broderick, what do you think of that? Be quiet, Broderick. You don't know anything, stupid chicken. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all the good stuff. I'll talk to you guys next time. So until then, goodbye. I love Endermen. So today, I'm going to build a giant custom Enderman base in Minecraft Hardcore. Now, I've already built a few different statues of other mobs, so I feel like building our Enderman somewhere nearby would be a really cool idea. Let's do this. So, if we're gonna build a giant Enderman, we had to break this down into 4 separate parts. His long legs, his body, his skinny little arms, and his beautiful square head. And each part will contain iconic Minecraft features, like ores, biomes, and even structures. So starting at the bottom, we're gonna build the legs first. And since we're literally trying to make this look like Minecraft, I think we should build it using the most bottom blocks in the game, otherwise known as bedrock. Although I can't actually get bedrock, so maybe this is not the place to start. So perhaps blocks from the deep dark biome would be the next closest thing. Okay, I'm out of here. All right, so let's begin by putting down his little Enderman feet. And I'm thinking it'll be like a 4x4, then make it like 2 tall. And also, I'm gonna mix in some of these deep slate bricks just to really give it that deep dark feeling. Yeah, something like that. Although, I feel like I should have this on some kind of grand platform. And as I do that, please subscribe and hit the bell. And that right there looks a lot more fancy. And since we started with Skulk for the bottom, I think the next logical block is all these normal deep slate kind of blocks. So we're gonna grab a whole bunch of these. And of course, we also need to get a whole bunch of deep slate ores like this. Oh, hello, spiders. How do you do? Any good loot in here? Ooh, mending. That's actually really good loot. Oh, and silk touch. Oh my gosh, a reward for exploring. Don't mind if I do. All right, so basically, I'm just gonna keep taking this deep slate and just kind of like bringing this up. And every here and there, we're gonna sprinkle in some of these ores. Although I'm definitely gonna want some diamonds to put in here because diamonds definitely spawn lower than these other ores. Whoa! Oh, I thought that was diamonds. Stupid glow lichen always looks like diamonds. Oh my goodness. Okay, never mind. I like glow lichen. And all right, let's put our diamonds right over here. Oh yeah, that looks much better. Let's keep at it. Oh yeah, this thing looks sweet, and putting some tuff in there too is just chef's kiss. But I was not done yet. You see, as the Minecraft caves go higher and higher, they'll start to transition from deep slate into stone. So I've decided that's exactly how we're gonna build our Enderman. Oh yeah, this is perfect. Andesite, stone, granite, and of course a whole bunch more ores. All right, let's try and do a nice smooth transition here. I'm stuck inside the leg. All right, let's try this again. So let's start by sprinkling in some stone a little bit down like this, and then just kind of run it a little bit more up here, and then we'll just kind of mix in the rest of this. And that is much better. Enderman legs complete. And I think that's about the right size of Enderman legs, right? Yeah, looks good to me. But as I said earlier, I also want to fill up this statue with all different Minecraft structures. And since we have 2 legs built, we're gonna build our first 2 structures. Oh, also, hello, Sniffer. I think I had a sniffer egg on this beacon, and it might have hatched. That's awkward. But who cares? I have Enderman structures to build. Okay, so we gotta find out what should I build first. What kind of structure spawns in a cave? An amethyst geode, perhaps? Yeah, that could work. I like that. Although there's no amethyst here because I mined it all. Off to find another one. Oh, we might have one. Come on, please have amethyst inside of here. Oh, yes, we do. I'll be taking all of these. And these. And these. Honestly, putting a little lava river in our base might look kind of cool too. Why not? All right, first up, amethyst geode. Now, I think we can fit this somewhere in here, even though it might be a little bit snug. I'm just gonna go up here and kind of bust out like a little bit of a crack. Kind of like that, maybe? And then just sprinkle this stuff all around, even though it's gonna be really tight. And then put some of this calcite in here. I don't know about this, guys, honestly. I mean, it's actually not terrible from down here. Just when you're up close, it's kind of eh. But I think we can probably work with this, just after a few minor changes. Now for the lava. And these bad boys should be significantly easier because it's literally just like a lava thing coming out of the side. So we're just gonna make a little custom terrain right here. Once again, break open the side. And hopefully that should be all we need to do. Come on, come on. Are we good? It's not gonna fall out? Yeah, I think that looks sick. But all right, with those structures now out of the way, we can officially say our Enderman legs are complete. Moving on, now it's time to build the Enderman's body, which is going to consist of the Enderman's amazing strong core. Like, look at this core strength. They're like doing a plank together. But yeah, this is our prize. And just to make things easy for us, let's build a little bit of a dirt outline here. All right, to be fair, it's a little bit more proportional than the actual Enderman, but I want more space to work with because now we can build much cooler structures inside of the body. But first, we still have to actually build the body. Let's do it. So let's get a whole bunch more stones. And I also think we've used a lot of copper and iron already, so I want to get some cooler ores too. And I don't know why, but my heart's saying gold and emerald. Oh, my goodness, that was amazing timing. I swear to you guys, that was not me cheating. That actually just happened. That was crazy. Why is there a lamp down here in this cave? What the heck? There's no mine shaft here either. I am kind of confused. But all right, it is officially body time. So let's chop away some of this dirt and fill in our stone. And of course, connect this to the legs and then fill this entire thing up. Oh, and of course, engrave these beautiful emeralds into the build too. All right, that is about it for the stone part of the body. And if that clue didn't already give it away, I want to fill the rest of this thing up with dirt. Because just in case you guys are new to Minecraft, once the stone layers are complete, we usually see a lot of dirt in the game. So that's exactly what we're gonna use. I really hope this does not look ugly. Not ugly at all. Which means now it's time for the body structures. With the first one being a simple monster spawner, just like the spider spawner we found earlier. So of course, we're gonna need all this mossy cobblestone and these chests. And we're also gonna need to find a way to get a mob spawner, because I'm pretty sure you can't take those. Also, why did I do that? That was a perfectly good spawner. Okay, let's fly down here to our beacon of every block in the game, and let's see if we can find something that looks like a mob spawner. Okay, this block actually kind of looks like one. What is this? Waxed, weathered, copper, grate. Okay, I can work with that. Let's just hop into my chest room, and let's grab some copper, and... aha! Mob spawner blocks acquired. All right, now we can do this thing the right way. So let's hop down here to like his butt area, and I'm thinking we're just gonna make it like right here on this corner. So let's lay down a bunch of this, throw some walls up, and now for the cherry on top, the mob spawner, which is actually uneven. Wait, hold on. And that is much better. Also, I'm gonna put some green candles back here, so it kind of looks like there's something going on back here. Oh yeah, that looks like a real mob spawner now. Mob spawner room complete. Oh, speaking of mob spawning, don't shoot the turtle! Or me either! here. Oh, I hate mobs. Next up on the agenda, I wanted to build a nether room. So I mined out a hole in the front of the Enderman and began filling it up with netherrack. Okay, so far this thing looks kinda silly, so how do I make it look more nethery? I mean, to start, we can definitely make a giant nether portal. And while we have this here, we might as well go inside and get some more blocks. Ooh, that's kind of cool. It spawned like in my nether dock. But all right, let's grab all these different blocks from different nether biomes. And maybe we can even build a little mini nether fortress inside of our structure. A structure in a structure, which is also in a structure. My brain hurts. And for the cherry on top, I'm going to use my only remaining ancient debris in my world. Because everybody knows looking cool is more important than being cool.
What?
But putting my motivational speeches aside, the nether room is complete. Now it is time for our final body structure, which is going to go right up here. Not trying to toot my own horn, but that was a sick landing. And this one's gonna be a pretty challenging one because I'm gonna try and recreate the trial chamber. And this is gonna be a lot for many reasons because one, there's quite a lot of mobs that spawn in here. But also even more than that, there's just a ton of blocks we need to get for this. Like, what are these blocks? This is like sandstone and then all this copper and poison spiders. That too. All right, chill. All right, let's see what we can do here. So I carried on collecting all the different blocks I was seeing, as well as studying all the small details to help me rebuild this later. Okay, I think I am ready for this. So the first thing I notice is that every trial chamber is surrounded in these tough bricks. So we're gonna lay down a whole bunch of these first, and then we're gonna lay down all of our oxidized copper. Can you imagine how long this would have taken if there was no trial chamber? Well, also, I wouldn't be building this if there was no trial chamber. So I'm gonna stop talking now. And now for the cherry on top, our beautiful fake spawner block that I honestly love so much. And after just breaking a small way to get out of here, I think we can officially say our trial chamber and entire Enderman body is complete. But as amazing as this build already looks, no body is complete without building in some arms. No offense, creepers. So Endermen normally have their arms down by their side, but sometimes they'll stretch their arms out so they can steal my blocks. And I don't condone stealing, but it does look pretty cool, so I'm gonna build our Enderman like that. So the first thing I did was build a giant dirt outline of the Enderman's outreached arms and the block he's trying to steal. Now we gotta decide what kind of blocks we want to use for these arms. Because, I mean, at the bottom we had deep slate, then we did stone, then we did dirt. So maybe this is a good time to start using actual Minecraft terrain. So just like a bunch of grass and flowers and naturey stuff. Oh, wait, I'm not even getting grass. I'm gonna need this bad boy. Much better. All right, let's see if we can do this. So I feel like we can just raise everything up like 3 blocks and just put like a grass top on it. Then we can start bone mealing in some flowers and maybe even some wild pumpkin patches if that would look cool. And it kind of just looks like he has a weird rash on his arm. But you know what? I like rashes. That came out wrong. I like how it looks, so I'm gonna keep doing more of it. That's a much better way of saying that. Now we're gonna toss in some structures here. And I'm thinking, since there's not a lot of space on the arms themselves, maybe on the shoulder is the best place. All right, let's do it. So first off, I want to build a little bit of like a natural pond kind of thing. So let's place down some water right here in the shoulder. Something kind of like that. And then we'll smack down some sugar cane. And what else? Maybe a little bit of sand could look nice. It kind of looks like we're playing Skyblock now. I'm gonna vote no on the sand. But what I can definitely do is put a nice big oak tree next to it. Come on, tree, give me a sapling. Bro, are you serious? There's no saplings here. Oh, wait, I have one. False alarm. And let's see, what kind of tree are we gonna get? Oh, that is actually a perfectly sized tree. I like that. Okay, one shoulder is complete. Now for this guy, I was kind of planning on doing the exact same thing, but I wonder if we can find something even better. Sand, no. Abandoned shipwreck, no. Ooh, maybe a little flower forest would look kind of nice up there. Oh yeah, you know what? That would be fire. And from down here, that looks like water. My bad. But putting my clumsiness aside, this thing looks amazing. Enderman arms complete. Now, we still had to build the Enderman's giant block, but I have a very special idea for it that we're gonna save for last. And you guys do not want to miss this. But in the meantime, we're gonna build the Enderman's head. So for the 20th time today, we gotta go hit the caves. It is kind of funny because I think this build is so sick, but it is like the same blocks over and over and over. But all right, let's begin by making the head shape, which looks like something kind of like that. Like that. Oh, they all look angry at me now. I'm sorry. Imitation is the best form of flattery. But okay, we're gonna bump this out a couple of blocks this way, and then bring this whole thing along the front, and then just keep raising this thing up till we get to the top. Okay, the Enderman's head shape is looking good. But now, of course, I gotta find a way to make the eyes and the mouth, if they even have mouths. Hey guys, I'm back for just one more second. Can you just look at me? I can't really tell, but these guys over here look like they're pretty mouthless, so I'm gonna go with that look. Also, with all these angry Endermen around, I should probably get a new totem. Yeah, that was a good call. Okay, so we're gonna head out here to the Mesa biome to get some of these darker terracotta colors, because I think these will make pretty good Enderman eye blocks. Okay, so first off, I think the Enderman eyes are like pretty high up. They're probably like, honestly, right here. So let's break out some blocks going all the way across here. We'll put our darker blocks on the outside and the lighter blocks on the inside, because I think that's how Enderman eyes look. Let's see. Oh my gosh, why does he look so derpy? Wait, I did something wrong here. He looks like very sheep-like right now. Let's try this again. Okay, that is significantly better. Although I still would love to make their eyes purple somehow like these guys. Let me just try something. How do we feel about amethyst covered by brown glass? Honestly, I have no idea if I like it or not. I'm kind of like 50-50 on it, but it looks cool and it does look purple, so I think we can keep it. Now it's time to build some Enderman head structures. Let's do this. So for the first structure, we're gonna build one of those really cool underground mine shafts. And we're actually gonna have it run straight through the Enderman's head, so there's 2 openings, which is gonna make it look absolutely sick. Now let's get some materials. So mine shafts definitely have a ton of oak wood for all the floors, and of course a bunch of these rails. Oh, and of course we cannot forget about the cobwebs and the zombie friends that we meet along the way. You guys aren't coming. All right, be quick, be quick, be gentle. Wow, no spiders actually spawned. That was really easy. But all right, I think it's time to get to building. So let's lay down our wooden floors, and I think right around here we're gonna kind of bend it this way and bring it out to this other hole right over here. Now all the rails go down, we pop the chests in. Now pretty much we just gotta fill the rest of this thing in with more mineshafty details, which I'm pretty sure just means build a giant tunnel that looks like a cave in here. Yeah, that sounds about right. And mine shaft complete. I think this thing looks pretty realistic, right? Like the cobwebs, the rails, the chests. Yeah, I like that. On to the next structure. And for this one, I wanted to make it a little more Enderman themed. So right next to the mine shaft, I built a little rendition of an outer end island, filled up with endstone and chorus fruit. And now for the final structure, I need to build something upon this beautiful bald head. And I personally think building a Minecraft village is the perfect structure to put up there. So let's fly to a village that we do not care about and just steal their buildings. Sorry, gentlemen, Farzy's making cool things, which means you can no longer have cool things yourself. That's called business. And all right, this thing actually looks pretty darn good for a village replica. We got a couple of houses with a bed inside, then just some nature here. But I'll tell you what, this thing would be a lot cooler if we had actual villagers up here. Are you guys thinking what I'm thinking? Villagers, come on down. I got a happy gas and I'm not afraid to use it. All right, you stay there. I'm gonna do that. And no, come back here. No. I want to get this boat attached to the gas. Steady, steady. Yes. Okay, we got it. All right, come on, villager, get in the boat. Oh man, this is really complicated. Yes. Yes, we got one. Come on, boys, we're going home. Very slowly and gentle. Yeah, they're here. Villager drop off successful. Wait, no, come back. This gassed man, he's so not good at his job. There, stay, get off. Thank you. All right. Goodbye. Oh, yeah, this is so sick. I love this. Enderman head structures complete. Now, all that's left to do is to build the Enderman's giant block. And as you guys know, I was hyping this up a lot because I have an amazing idea for this. And my pet chicken, Broderick, is gonna tell you. What? No, Broderick, what are you talking about? I gotta stop listening to this guy. What we're actually gonna do is build a gigantic end portal block with an Eye of Ender in the middle of it. This is probably gonna be a pretty complicated thing to build, but it's gonna be worth it. So first off, we're gonna need a whole bunch of beige blocks like sandstone, and this little mini desert here ought to do the trick. And we're also gonna need a whole lot of these tealish blue colors like prismarine. Aw, dang it. But as we're here, last episode, I said if the video got 5,000 likes, I would do some crazy hard challenge from the comments. And I was kind of in the mood to do some fun underwater challenge, but we actually just came up short for our goal. So the rules are the rules. No crazy challenge today. But as always, if this video gets 5,000 likes, we'll do a crazy challenge next time. But after collecting all these different colorful Minecraft blocks, we flew back home and carefully transformed this dirt outline into a giant end portal block. And that right there is what I'm talking about. This looks unbelievable. And while I was at it, I also made a little secret structure here in the back, which is an ender portal room. Although I did use orange wool for the lava because I don't know if this is gonna light on fire with all these blocks out here, but I think that works. Now for the very final detail of the entire build, I just want to make a little fake end portal here so we actually look like we're going into the end portal. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I tested like 100 different blocks and I couldn't really find a good one, so I think end stone slabs are gonna just have to do it. Put those on, then put some buttons on for the eyes, and I hope that looks good. Yeah, you know what? That looks good enough. How about that? Not perfect, but it does the trick. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is our finished Enderman base. Oh, it looks glorious. And more importantly, these other mobs over here have a new friend. Happy ending for everyone. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all the good stuff, and I'll talk to you guys next time. So until then, goodbye. Minecraft icebergs are kind of underwhelming. So today, I'm going to build my own giant custom iceberg and put a secret base inside of it so we can live there. All in Minecraft Hardcore. Okay, step one, we need to go find a nice place to build this iceberg because my entire base here is all just grassy plains. On we go. I see some ice up here. Oh, this looks like the perfect area for an iceberg. This is great. Well, all right, let's do this thing. I just gotta make sure the water is gonna be deep enough for an iceberg. Aw, what? Why is there an ocean monument here? Oh, that's gonna be so annoying today. But putting our underwater friends aside, let's build an iceberg. So the first thing we had to do was look up some real iceberg images for inspiration. And once that was done, I began making a plan. Because in addition to making the iceberg look realistic, we also want to make it big enough to fit a giant secret base inside of it. All right, I think I know how I want this to look now. So let me just grab some dirt and let's see if we can map out a little outline for this thing. And how does that look? Oh, hello. Stupid guardian got me again. But carrying on, I think this iceberg shape looks pretty good. I do wish the water was a little bit deeper, but honestly, this is probably the best we're gonna get, so let's roll with it. Now it's time to fill this bad boy in with blocks. As soon as I can get back onto the ice. There we go. Let's get to work. So most icebergs contain two very distinct colors. Lighter blue above the water and darker blue under the water. And I'm not sure why that is. Maybe like science or something, but we gotta build it like that. So let's decide on our block palette. For the top of the iceberg, we definitely want to use ice. Although, is that gonna melt if there's light near it? Yep, that looks like that's gonna happen. Never mind that. So instead, let's use the much safer packed ice. Then we're also gonna use some blue ice for some extra texture mixed in there. And finally, for the bottom of the iceberg, I'm thinking some light blue concrete. Yeah, you know what? I think this could work. I like these. All right, so starting at the bottom first, we're gonna need our light blue concrete, which means we're gonna need a whole lot of blue dye, which will be pretty easy to get if I can find some lapis. Oh, I see a big cave. Okay, this is good. Show Farzy the lapis. Aha! Lapis spotted. I'll be taking you. Oh, there was only one lapis ore there. This might take a little while. And as I continue mining, please subscribe and hit the bell. All right, that should be good. Wha-bam! Now I just gotta convert this dye into concrete powder. I think it's sand and gravel. Maybe like that? Oh, I'm a genius. Yeah, let's go. Wait, what am I doing? I have a concrete farm in this world. I just wasted so much time. We just fly over here, put the concrete right up here, and we flick the lever to get infinite concrete. I did that wrong. My brain is just not working today. That should be much better. Yes. Now infinite concrete acquired.
Bruh.
Oh, I already had a lot of blue concrete in this chest. Well, that is totally fine with me. All right, let's get to building this thing. So first off, we're gonna hop underwater here and we're gonna start laying down a nice foundation for the concrete. So I'm thinking we can just kind of like roughly follow the shape I made and just kind of like make a big circle around it. Then I can go in a little bit and start bringing it up and out so it makes like a giant cone shape. Also, I'm drowning. I now recall why I do not like building underwater. But complaining aside, let's continue on with this and see if we can make it look not stupid. Bro, I cannot escape this guy. I'm just trying to look at my build. Leave me alone. Now I gotta go find a goat or something to get milk. Come on, sheeps or goats? Where are you? Aha, I see a sheep. Thank you, sir. Wait. Oh, it's cows, not sheep. I'm dumb. That was kind of embarrassing. All right, so far we have a pretty good shape here. Like, I really do like how it's coming out right now. But that being said, we are definitely gonna need a lot more concrete than this because I did not realize how big this was gonna be. Ooh, also, good reminder. I was thinking it might be wise of us to make a nether portal here so I'm not flying a million blocks back and forth to get here every time. So this is very convenient. And that is much better. Take Farzy home. But after stopping back at the concrete farm, and connecting our new portal to my nether highway, we were able to quickly and easily fill in the rest of the underwater iceberg. All right, this thing is looking pretty darn good. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I thought it was gonna be way uglier than this, but it actually looks so sick underwater. Like, look at this giant thing. Like, I could not be happier with how this came out. Well, actually, I could be a little bit happier right now. Go away. But carrying on, now that the bottom of the iceberg is officially complete, we can move on to the top of the iceberg, which, as you can probably imagine, is going to require a lot of ice. Well, good thing we don't gotta go too far. Let's get to chopping. Oh, I'm not getting any ice right now because I'm using the wrong pickaxe. There we go. Much better. Can I just tell you guys how clutch this is to have ice everywhere? This is like the easiest resource grind of all time. Oh, but as a matter of fact, I should probably clear out all this ice that's in the middle of our iceberg. I didn't think I would be terraforming anything today, but I guess I was wrong. Plus, more free ice. And all right, that is probably a half-decent start. But as you guys can probably imagine, we're gonna need a lot of ice to fill up the rest of this, so we'll be back here very shortly. But on the bright side, we did get rid of all those other icebergs, so it does look a little cleaner here now. It's good to focus on the small wins, right, Mr. Polar Bear? I said small wins! Why are you mad at me? Stop! Okay, you know what? Forget the small wins. I don't care anymore. But carrying on, the next block we need to get is a whole bunch of blue ice. Because as I said earlier, it's gonna make the iceberg look so much more detailed and just better overall. So, we're doing it. Okay, so where can a man like me acquire some blue ice? If I recall correctly, I think it spawns under the water. Look at that. Farzy's brain is gigantic. But I'll tell you what, Farzy's big brain did not realize how long this is gonna take to mine. Because mining underwater is very slow. Is it possible for me to craft this block? If I just use like packed ice? No. How do you make packed ice? This might be a job for the crafting bench. Hoo-yah! All right, blue ice. Oh, it's there. Oh, it's just a bunch of packed ice. Okay, well, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's also gonna take a lot of packed ice. Wait, I have a plan. Wait, no, that's not part of the plan. Dude, stop. Let Farzy record his segues. So, our iceberg is gonna need about 5,000 blue ice blocks, which means if we were gonna craft all that using packed ice, we would need 45,000 of them. So instead of doing all that extra work, I have a much better idea. Introducing the conduit. This little guy right here, if I can craft it, allows us to mine faster underwater and have infinite underwater breathing, which should allow us to get our blue ice significantly faster. All right, how do I make this? Where's the conduit? I think I need hearts of the sea, like that right there, and I'm gonna need some nautilus shells. Although 2 is not gonna cut it. To the ocean we go. Come on, drowned. Where are ya? Farzy needs some nautilus. How would I get a trident before I got a nautilus shell? That's stupid. Maybe the drowns aren't the best way to get these nautilus shells after all. How to get nautilus shell in Minecraft. Oh, apparently you can get these by fishing. And not to toot my own horn here, but as you can see, I'm a pretty good fisherman. So maybe we'll have better luck doing this. Come on, come on. Ah, it's a fish. Fear not, the next one's gonna be a shell. I can feel it. Yes, yes, yes. It's another fish.
1 hour later.
Hey, I got one. All right, finally, after all this loot I just got, I finally got a nautilus shell. Okay, this might take longer than I thought. I'm having so much fun right now. But after fishing for literally hours, we finally had enough shells to make our conduit. Now we can finally collect our blue ice. Let's just pop down here, build a little conduit beacon, and now we can officially mine our blue ice. Now check it out. I can walk all around the ocean floor, get all the blue ice I need, and not need any more air. Oh, this makes things so much easier. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is now officially time for us to build the rest of this iceberg. Let's do this thing. And about 1 day later, our iceberg looks amazing. Oh my gosh, guys, this thing took forever to do, but it is massive, and the view up here is unbelievable. I would say we definitely have the coolest iceberg in the area. Wait, actually, I just realized all these icebergs here have snow on the top of them, so maybe I could put some of this on top of my iceberg. Yeah, why not? Let's just carefully sprinkle in some snow blocks up here and give us that snowy peak. And that's much better. All right, now iceberg is complete. Which means now it's time to move on to building our secret base inside. Okay, first off, I gotta find a place to actually enter into the base. Because I'm thinking a nice secret entrance from the top would probably be a lot cooler. Maybe like right here in this corner. Yeah, I like that. Oh, this is gonna be so sick. Also, I just realized half the iceberg is still covered in water. Hopefully that's not gonna be a problem, but I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. Okay, first off, let's get some base materials. And if I'm thinking about a winter themed base, I think a lighter wood color like pale oak wood would be perfect. Assuming I actually have any. Looks like no. But have no fear, because if I fly over here to this pale garden, we can just do this the old-fashioned way. And I better not see any creaking sneaking up on me. But carrying on, after I collected all our wood, I then collected some stones, some andesite, and some deep slate. All right, check on the materials. Now it's time to actually build the base. Okay, so first off, I want to make like a giant tube to like bring us down to the secret base with like a ladder. So if I just do that, oh, I almost made it work. I just gotta carefully bring this down as low as I can. And this is a lot harder than I thought it would be. Ugh. All right, that's probably low enough, which means right about here, we can start filling in the actual base structure, which is going to be comprised of 9 unique rooms, each with its own Minecraft survival function. And this right here looks a lot more like an actual base. We got the nice pale oak floors, the deep slate ceiling, and a ton of ladders to get us down to each individual level. And as you guys can probably tell, our third layer is a little bit under the water still. It appears we're having some leak issues and apparently creeper issues. I should get some lights down here. And the spider's following me up the ladder. I guess the base is spider friendly as well. What is going on, man? All right, hopefully that takes care of that. But okay, now it's time to transition this empty base into an iceberg-themed home. And before we make any specific room, I want to make the whole iceberg look a lot cozier. Enter in spruce wood, which in my opinion is the coziest wood in Minecraft. Mr. Chicken agrees. Okay, so let's put down some spruce pillars all over the place and then strip them. Then we can sprinkle in some stairs and some trap doors to give it more of that cozy cabin kind of vibe. Oh yeah, that looks cozy. But I'll tell you what though, I might be a madman, but I kind of want to put some windows in here too. I mean, come on, it's a pretty sick view up here, to be honest with you. Oh yes, that is definitely a keeper. Look at that. Somehow, staring at a giant wall of ice makes this place look even cozier. I just realized the windows on these lower levels are completely submerged in water right now. I mean, there is an ocean monument right there. So I decided to give it a shot and try and locate some sponges. And come on. No. Yep, exactly as I figured. It just doesn't work. Minecraft fixed sponges. They're totally useless. Looks like half of our base is gonna be like a submarine, which I guess is kind of cool. Farzy is all about positivity.
A few moments later.
Ah! I hate this stupid game. But getting back on track, now is time for us to start actually filling up our rooms. So for our first room, I decided to build a classic Minecraft bedroom. Then we followed that up with a beautiful storage room containing tons of chests. I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna store here besides ice, because that's like all we really have here right now. But hey, for the time being, this does work as a nice storage, I suppose. But okay, moving on to our third room, I have another Minecraft essential idea, and that is a mining room. Because if you guys remember, the whole point of this entire base is to be able to live here if we wanted to. And if we're playing Minecraft, we need to be able to mine. Like, that's literally the bare minimum. Now, in real life, I don't think it's possible to find ores in an iceberg. So instead, we're gonna take the ores and bring them to the iceberg. So step one, I gotta find a big cave with tons of ores in it. And I don't think this is the cave for me. We gotta find some cool ores. Oh, could this be something? Oh yeah. Now we just gotta collect a whole bunch of these guys. Bro, what am I looking at? Why is it just like dirty right here? What? That is so peculiar. All right, materials check. And now that we have all these ores, I kind of want to like sprinkle them around the floor and make some piles and make it look kind of like it's like an ore reservoir. Think about it kind of like a mining outpost. Now we can toss some piles of snow on top, place down some furnaces to smelt all the ores. And finally, I'm going to use some of the extra barrels from our storage room to make some kind of like hanging barrels like that. Not exactly sure why I'm doing this, but it just looks kind of cool to me. I I don't know. What do you guys think? Well, I can't actually see your comments till the video is posted, so I guess it doesn't matter what you think. So in that case, the mining room is done. Now, it was time to move on to the second floor, where I began building a nice little kitchen filled with decorations and some chests to store all of our food. And speaking of food, I also decided to build a farming room. Oh, I love how all this green looks in here. It just like color pops so well against the blue color out here. Man, I love building. But all right, that now brings us down to our final room for the second floor. And for this room, I have a very amazing idea. We are going to build an enchanting room / library. So basically, I want to fill this whole place up with tons of bookshelves and wood and just like a nice cozy kind of academic vibe. Which, as you can probably imagine, means we're gonna need a whole lot of bookshelves. So let's just hop back to our storage room and see if we have any in here. Bookshelves, chests, and we have 4. So instead, we're gonna go to the one place that I know has tons of bookshelves, and that is the Woodland Mansion. This actually works out perfectly because last episode, I said if the video got 5,000 likes, I would do some crazy dangerous challenge. And since you guys absolutely smashed it, I did see a comment that said to survive in a Woodland Mansion with no totem. So a deal is a deal. Let's get some bookshelves. All right, let's get inside here. And bookshelves. Oh, hello. Please go away. Thank you. All right, come on. Be quick, be quick, be quick. All right, we got 28 right now, but I'm going to need more than that. Hello? Bookshelves? Oh, no, why are you here? What? No. Oh, I hate these guys. I got to take them down. Stop. Go, 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 down. Go away. Ah, why is there a creeper here? No, that's too hard. Please go away. Bookshelves, yes! I'm not having fun anymore. I just gotta find like one more library, then we should be good. Oh, yes! Give me these bookshelves and then we're getting out of here. Goodbye, mansion. But that being said, if this video gets 5,000 likes, I will do another crazy challenge from the comments. Like the video and leave your suggestions down below. Library complete. Now, we were down to our final level. So I started off by moving that ugly nether portal outside and instead making a winter-themed nether portal room. Then after that, I wanted to build something a little more fancy. So I built an indoor aquarium room. And since we're making this aquarium inside of an iceberg, I kind of want to use ice instead of glass. That way, it kind of looks like the fish are frozen in a block of ice. All right, I don't think I have any lights around here, so this shouldn't melt, hopefully. Now I just gotta get some fish in here. How does that look? Wait, that's not a fish. Because, I mean, I could put water in here, but, like, this is kind of more realistic, right? Because fish can't live in frozen water, I don't think. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, so I'm just gonna do this. Oh, come on. That's actually kind of cool. I actually like that a lot. Frozen aquarium complete. And for the final room, I built the most winter thing I could think of, which was a cute little snow golem village. Feel free to roam about the cabin and enjoy your new stay in your little village. Wait, actually, I don't want you guys going over here and getting your snow everywhere. That's better. Whoa, what was that? What the heck? Whoa, it's the Titanic. Who the heck is driving this boat so recklessly? Broderick. Bro, don't ever drive a boat ever again. You cannot park here. But all right, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, do all the good stuff, and I'll talk to you guys next time. So until then, goodbye. This is an Ender Dragon, one of the most iconic mobs in Minecraft history. And today, we're giving him an upgrade. We are going to build a giant custom Ender Dragon statue, and then build an epic city on top of it. All in Minecraft Hardcore. Okay, this is going to be a massive project, so first off, we gotta find a place to build this. I mean, right over here should be good, because after all, Ender Dragons can fly, so maybe I just build this thing in the sky. Hey, that rhymed. All right, let's get to work. So let's grab a whole bunch of dirt, and let's get ourselves nice and high into the air. Okay, this is probably good, although I don't want the clouds to be in the way, so maybe I'll go a little bit higher. Oh yeah, this looks good up here. Now we we just gotta figure out how to build a giant dragon. That seems like a pretty important part of this. So I did what any smart builder would do. Go locate our subject and study him up close. Hello, Mr. Ender Dragon. I need to look at you. All right, come here. Wait, no. Bro, stop. I'm just trying to look at you. Ow! This is not going as I planned. This is kind of hard to study because he's flying through my space station. All right, you know what? Maybe this was a bad idea after all. Okay. Problem solved. Well, I hope this dragon build ends up being worth it. But now that we had some dragon inspiration, I built a giant dirt outline of this beautiful creature. And how does that look? I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this thing took way too long to do. This was like an all-day endeavor for me, but I think it looks amazing. Which means now it's time for the fun part, which is filling this dragon in. So, my plan for this dragon is to fill it up with natural Minecraft blocks, like stones and ores. Kind of like some of the other mob statues I've done. But then on top of all that, we're gonna collect some purple blocks and build a custom dragon-themed biome, which will be the perfect backdrop for the city itself. So first, let's go on an expedition to get all of the nature blocks that we need. Ow. But okay, this cave should have all the blocks that we're gonna need. So let's grab some andesite, some granite. Whoa, why are there so many zombies here right now, man? Okay, this is like an ambush. Oh my goodness, why are there so many zombies over here? Bro, that was literally crazy. All right, where was I? Oh yeah, blocks. Wait, I just realized I need normal stone, not cobblestone, which means I'm gonna need this silk touch pickaxe instead. Oh, actually, it's about to break. All right, zombies, I'm coming back, because I'm gonna need your XP to heal my tools. That's much better. And now that we have most of our stones, I now want to get a whole bunch of ores. Oh, well, maybe I can't. Good thing we have shulker boxes. Let's just see if we have any space in here. And, whoa, we actually have ores in here already. Okay, I don't recall having these before, but you know what? I am not going to complain. Makes my life easier. Let's just grab some extra copper. Ooh, some lapis, yes. And I was kind of hoping we could find some diamond ore too, but honestly, I'm just not in the mood to do all that mining right now. So I think this is good. But all right, now it's time for us to take all of our nature blocks and smack them into the dragon outline. And honestly, there really is no proper way to do this. I just need to spam blocks and hopefully it looks good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So first we're gonna start off by filling in the body and then carrying this over into the dragon's neck and head. And as I do that, please subscribe and hit the bell. The only weird thing about this so far is since I'm building a custom biome on top later, having the dragon all open and exposed like this just looks wrong. I do not like incomplete builds. But speaking of incomplete builds, I am not sure how to make the dragon's face. Like, I'm pretty sure we need 2 eyes here, then like the nose, but I unfortunately have a potato for a brain. So instead, I'm gonna need a little bit of assistance. Literally the perfect inspiration. Wow. Okay, so let's put you right there and let's study this a bit. Okay, so the eyes actually look pretty simple. Let's grab some magenta blocks and see if we can recreate those eyes. Do I have any magenta dye? Oh, I do. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, I got 39 of those bad boys. I'm so shocked I'm prepared for once. Let's go. Now we're gonna fly over here to get some sand and some gravel. Bro, why is it all flint? I want gravel. Minecraft, please. What is going on? Oh, I have fortune 3. I guess that means I'm gonna get gravel every time, doesn't it? I don't think that makes any sense. I don't have fortune infinity. I have fortune 3. But complaining aside, the reason we got all that is because now I can make us some... I think this is how you do it. Yes, magenta concrete powder. Wha-bam. This should be the perfect dragon eye block. So let's start here on the outside of the eye and break out some blocks like this. And let's make a little L shape with the magenta, then use some extra pink concrete for like the outside of the eye. And, ooh, I mean, we're getting there, but that looks kind of ugly. Hold on, time for plan B. We're gonna do the old-fashioned trick of using brown glass to layer the color in behind this. That made no sense. Just trust me, okay? It's gonna look cool. That is much better. I told you guys it would look sick. Farzy does not disappoint with his texturing. Also, I just realized I can't sprint anymore. I got so carried away, I forgot to eat. That's much better. But after completing the rest of the dragon's head, we filled in the dragon's tail, his stubby little legs, and his massive wings. Yeah, I kind of came to realize the wings on the dragon are pretty thin, so there really isn't much to build here right now. But aside from that stupidness, the dragon looks pretty good. Okay, I was just about to say the dragon is complete, but I just encountered a problem. When I was building this, I was using stone on the bottom just to make it like easy for myself. But I just realized if you go right under it, it looks stupid. It's all just like the same block. Yeah, I really fumbled with this part of the build. So let's go hop into a new cave and get a whole bunch of ores. Oh my goodness, why are there so many skeletons here? Earlier it was zombies, now it's skeletons. Oh, and of course one witch. How convenient. Okay. I am going to put my armor on. I don't have a lot of ores, but I'm just gonna be safe here as I continue mining. But okay, let's go chuck all of our ores in here and see how it looks. Okay, guys, I literally just left the cave. Why is everyone here again? Oh, it's nighttime. That's why. Let's go to sleep. And about 30 minutes later, that is a much more textured dragon belly. Which means I think we can finally say the actual dragon statue is complete. Which also means now it's time for my favorite part of the entire video, which is transforming this whole thing into an Ender Dragon city. So, as I said earlier, the first part of the city is building the custom dragon biome. So I hopped into my storage room to try and get some ideas for a block palette. But I was really feeling stumped. So instead, I hopped into a separate creative mode world and began testing. Okay, I've done quite a bit of experimenting already, but I think my favorite blocks for the dragon biome is purple and magenta terracotta. Something about it is just calling my name, so I like it. Back to hardcore. So first up on the agenda, we need to go fly to the mesa biome over here and collect a whole bunch of terracotta. And unfortunately, I don't think purple and magenta spawns naturally because Minecraft hates those colors, I think. I don't know, maybe it's like science or something. I did not do well in science class when I was in school. Kids, stay in school. Okay, that should be good. Now we just gotta find ourselves some purple and magenta dye. Wait, I see purple sheep. Oh, what the heck? That's not really gonna help us today, but that's odd. I have this really bad habit of dyeing sheep in the wild and not fixing them later, and they just end up roaming around. Like, bro, they're everywhere. Aha, I think this is what I'm looking for. I'm honestly not sure if I'm remembering this correctly or not, but I think these flowers can be crafted into magenta dye. Okay, I was wrong. I was way too confident in that to work. Hello, flowers, where are you? I swear there was a flower forest like right around here. Oh, here it is. Okay. Are you the magenta flower I crave so deeply? Come on, come on. Yes! Magenta dye acquired. I'm taking all of these guys. And now for our purple dye, we're just gonna do this the simple way and get some blue and red flowers and just mush them together. Mission successful. Bro, what am I witnessing? There's more purple sheep. They're literally everywhere. How much purple wool did I need? All right, let's get to work. So first off, let's craft up all of our dyed terracotta. We're gonna very gently start placing it all around the top and just mix in some of the magenta, I guess, and just make it look a little natural. Does this look natural? Am I doing this right? I don't know. I haven't really built any custom biomes recently, so I'm just gonna cross my fingers and wing it. Okay, I did kind of a trial run here, and it's not bad, but I feel like it's still missing something. And what better block to use than some good old-fashioned crimson wood? Well, not this wood, more like this wood. Yeah, that is what I'm talking about right there. It's perfect. Even though it doesn't actually mimic any of the colors on here, but I like it. I like it, okay? It's perfect to me. I'm just gonna stop talking and get the blocks, okay? And ooh, you know what? Oh, that was definitely the right call. That looks so perfect in here. Now, let's go fill in the rest. Wish me luck. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look at this thing. As you guys can probably tell, I did change up the texture of this so it looks a little more like an actual biome and not just a bunch of random blocks everywhere. But oh, I'll tell you guys what, with the wings now all filled in, it actually looks like such a cool build right now. It's like actually a real dragon. Wait, actually, this guy has ears or horns. What are those? Ears or horns? I don't actually know, but I feel like we're missing something now because he has that and he has nostrils. Wait, I'm gonna need to see how a dragon looks again, but this time I'm just gonna Google it. I am not spawning that guy back in today. Okay, I just Googled it and dragons have a ton of these like spikes on their back. So I'm just gonna go around and make these little like spiky towers and then raise them up. And that works, I think. But I still gotta make a ton more of these guys. So 3, 2, 1, dragon scales are done. Oh yeah, this looks a lot more dragony now. I like it. Which means we can officially say all of our terrain for the custom biome is complete. But we are not done with this biome yet. If you look at any normal Minecraft biome, there's more than just the ground. There's custom trees, there's plants, there's nature, there's pigs. Well, ignore him. I can't make a dragon pig. But the point is, I want to make something just like this on my dragon biome so it looks like a real Minecraft biome. Also, I can literally see the dragon all the way over here from this random forest. Did I make this thing too big? Well, too late now. I got a biome to build. So the first block I'm gonna need is some of that gorgeous cherry wood. And since this world is so old, it might not even spawn anywhere nearby here, but I gotta do it.
A few moments later.
Oh, okay. I literally lied. That's awesome. Bro, what? I'm not even kidding. I had no idea that was here. Well, I am a lucky Minecraft player, I guess. But, okay, here we are. So I'm gonna take a whole bunch of you. And my plan for this is to craft this into, like, this kind of wood stuff. And we're gonna use this kind of block for our trunks for our dragon trees. Ah! Go away! Oh, please don't die. Okay, we're good. Cool. Okay, now we're gonna have to find a block for the leaves of our trees. And I was thinking we'd do something like purple, because I feel like this with purple on top would look really cool. Maybe some purple terracotta? Ooh, or some purple glazed terracotta. Ooh, wait, that looks cool. It has like texture and, oh, that'd make a sick leaf block. I think you get glazed terracotta by smelting terracotta, but I used all of it already in the dragon. So we gotta get more. And now, Super Smelter, work your magic. Is it doing the thing now? Where's my purple terracotta? Oh, okay. There we go. It's working. All right. Let's give these custom trees a try. So I guess we'll just make our first one over here on the wing. So let's raise the trunk up. And then I guess we're just gonna, like, sprinkle these in like a normal tree leaf. Ooh, actually, that looks really nice. This glazed terracotta was the right move because it's like different directions when you place it, so you can like make it look all customized and cool. But before I get too excited with that tree, I also want to try making like a taller, bigger tree. This right here is going to be the real test. And yep, this passes the test with flying colors. This is amazing. Farzy is a genius. Is that a witch? I just heard a witch in here. Oh, hello. Oh, there's so many skeletons again. Why do the mobs all hate me today? Ah! I swear there's like more mobs spawning today than normal. Oh, this doesn't usually happen, I swear. Oh. But carrying on, I continued placing more of our custom trees, as well as using red glass to make some other slightly smaller trees, and some of these tall alien-looking plants sprouting out of the ground. All right, this thing is looking really, really solid right now. Like we got all the purple shades and the red shades and like the cool looking shapes everywhere. But I can't help but feel like maybe I want to do one more kind of nature thing just to tie everything together. Broderick. Hi. Do you, sir, have any good ideas besides laying eggs on the ground? What should I put in my dragon biome? Ooh, thank you, Broderick. That's a great idea. Let's just go swim down here to this amethyst geode and collect all of this good stuff. Ooh, is this like a double geode? Oh, that's kind of cool. Looks like I came to the right place. Now, let's put these babies to use. So, I had two main ideas for this, and the first one is actually making like some amethyst bushels where like it's almost like a little bush. Oh, I mean, I guess that's pretty self-explanatory. Like that. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like that. But I'll tell you what's really catching my eye is these amethyst clusters I have. So maybe I can also kind of put some of these down, almost like they're random grass or flowers just in the biome. And after many amethyst geode trips later, here is what we got. And I got 2 words for you guys, and it's oh yeah. These things look awesome. Even though it took me like an hour to get all this, because I forgot how hard it is to find geodes. But now I can officially say our dragon biome is complete. Which means now it's finally time to build the actual city. So like any city, we're gonna need a lot of different buildings, which is marked by these wool outlines on the dragon. And for the blocks, I can't think of a better time to use the classic end blocks like end stone and purpur. Also, while I'm here, I should probably take a pit stop at the XP farm to heal up these tools. We've done a lot of mining today. Nice. So first, let's grab a whole bunch of end stone, then craft up some end stone bricks, and finally, we're gonna hop up here to our end gateway to go get some purpur blocks. Oh, yeah, I need to go find an end city for that, don't I? Forgot about that part. Aha, end city spotted. And this is actually perfect because last episode, I said if the video got 5,000 likes, I would do a hard challenge from the comments. And since you guys smashed it, we're gonna do the challenge of raiding an end city with no totem and no elytra. So let's take off our elytra and our totem and stick it here in the shulker box. All right, let's do this thing. Okay, first thing, I want to get higher up in the structure so I can mine all these purpur blocks on the walls. So let's just carefully do this parkour. Oh, you almost got me. You almost got me there. And I don't see any shulkers, which is a good thing, I guess, because that means I can mine all of these blocks in peace. Oh, hello there. Found one. You're not going to touch me, huh? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, okay, he touched me. I got a little too overconfident there. All right, don't fall, Farzy. Oh, okay. Go away, shulker box man. Thank you. Can you please stop? You're making this challenge not fun right now. Ooh, a chest. Ah! No! Oh my gosh, I thought that was the end of the world right there. Thank goodness I have amazing armor on. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna call it here and say I won the challenge because I'm afraid now. But that being said, if this video gets 5,000 likes, I will once again do a crazy challenge idea from the comments. Like the video. Oh, I actually have purpur here anyways. Nice. But after grabbing a few more blocks, we began by building our first end stone house. Oh yeah, that looks fantastic. But I will be honest with you guys, I spent so much time practicing this build before I started recording. I think I built this thing like 100 times already. But I would say it was definitely worth it. Even though my hands hurt really badly right now. Still worth it. But carrying on, since we know how to build these houses now, we're just gonna go make a whole bunch more of them. And we are done. And we actually added in some pretty cool additions here, like this nice little watchtower. And over here, we have some little barns once Minecraft finally adds ender animals. And for our friends that might not have any elytra yet, I made a nice staircase system so the whole dragon is accessible. Well, unless you're on the dragon's legs, because I'm not sure what that guy is supposed to do. But that's actually the perfect transition to our next part, which is filling up this city with villagers. Because after all, what's the point of building all this if no one's here to actually enjoy it? So let's get some citizens. Oh, happy guest, I need you. Yes. Okay, cool. Let's go find a village. This might take a while. Wait, actually, I just realized we have villagers up here in my cloud dimension build. So I'm going to steal them and make my life a lot easier. Let's just place down some boats and let's... sorry. Let's get you in there. Get in the boat. Guys, get in the boat. Oh, okay, they listened. Cool. And we're gonna do this, and then that, and then... Hooah! Does that work? Why is this so complicated right now? Please get down here. Please come down here. Oh my gosh, why? Minecraft, fix it! I tamed you. Why aren't you acting tame? Hooah! Yes, okay, I did it. And it looks like the villagers are underneath. Yeah, look at that. All right, boys, we're going home. Yeah, we have our villagers. Although, I don't know why you guys are still wearing your fisherman gear, because there's no barrels here, but whatever, I don't care. Make yourself at home. Yeah, look at it. They actually want to live here. Let's go. And now, just to ensure that they're going to breed and actually stay here and make a population, let's give you some workstations and some food. But all right, guys, I can now officially say the entire Dragon City is complete. And if I fly down to the ground, it literally looks like one of the coolest things in the entire world. Mission successful. And one more thing, I've actually been playing a ton of Roblox recently on my other channel, so if you guys like Roblox, go subscribe. But anyways, that's gonna be it from me, so make sure to like, subscribe, do all the good stuff, and I'll talk to you guys next time. So until then, goodbye. This is a diamond block, and sadly, I do not have many of these. So today, we're gonna change that by building the world's biggest diamond block, and then build an automatic diamond factory inside of it, giving us an infinite supply, all in Minecraft hardcore. All right, single diamond block, I'm gonna need you. Let's do this. So first off, I flew to a nice diamond block location and did some terraforming. I figure this is probably the best place because if I'm gonna do a whole diamond factory, it probably shouldn't be near my builds, because I've already mined all those diamonds. Right, Mr. Chicken? I think he agrees. But after the land was all flattened out, we then had to build a giant dirt outline for where the diamond block's gonna go. And as I do that, please subscribe and hit the bell. And that is going to be one big diamond block. Oh, this thing is going to take forever. But okay, let's go build this thing. So, if you look at a diamond block, there's actually a ton of different colors in it. And Minecraft doesn't exactly have a lot of light blue blocks. So, this was gonna be a challenge. Okay, first off, it looks like the outer layer of the diamond is darker than the inside. And I wonder if any of these blocks here from my ocean castle will do the trick. No, nah, Ooh, okay, you know what? This block might actually be pretty close to that. Okay, I like it. Warped wood, here we come. Why are you here? Go away. Oh, whew, that was a close one. All right, Crimson Wood, come to Farzy. Oh, yeah, I need all of this stuff. All right, that should be good. But now the real question's gonna be, is it going to look good on the diamond block? Because if it doesn't, I do not know what else to do today. Everybody, cross your fingers. Okay, so how about we start out by making this thing like maybe 4 blocks tall? Does that look good? And then we'll just slowly bring this thing all the way across the bottom. And then we're gonna raise this whole thing up super high and see how it looks when it goes vertical. I just wanna say, I really hope it looks good because if it doesn't, this is gonna be the biggest pain to chop down. And that looks pretty sweet. No manual labor needed. Well, minus the fact that I had to go get a bunch more wood because this thing is massive. But who cares? Because this thing looks amazing. Oh my gosh, why are there so many mobs here? I was not paying attention. Oh my gosh. Bro, there's literally a zombie invasion and now an Enderman invasion. Okay. That's much better. But now, we just gotta fill in the rest of the outline. So, 3, 2, 1, and that is much better. And just to be safe, if I fly far away and put the diamond block down, how does that look? Oh, that's actually good. Okay, that works. Outer layer complete. But carrying on, now it's time for us to recreate the other blue blocks that make up the middle. Okay, I have no idea what blocks we're gonna be using, so let's just place this guy down and just kind of compare and contrast. Okay, the first thing I see there is cyan wool. So let's pop in here, and hopefully I have some. Yes, I do. All right, boom, 1 block down. And maybe right next to that cyan concrete powder? Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I only have 3 pieces of it. Bruh, of course I do. It's actually the perfect next block to like blend in. Okay, well, we have our first 2 materials, I guess. So let's go collect some. Also, since we're gonna bring our diamond block like everywhere today, I think we should name him. What name starts with diamond? Diante. Diamothi. Dan. Dan it is. Now I have a new friend. But okay, first stop, we are going to our wool farm to get our cyan wool. Hello, sheeps. How you doing? Now let's go find the cyan wool. Is this it right here? And... okay, that's not terrible. Ah! That is terrible. Ooh, cyan wool. It was a blessing in disguise. I'll fix that later. Check on the wool blocks, which now means it's time for us to go to the ye old concrete farm. Let's just fly down here and let's get this farm started. Let's get rid of these and then put these on here and then flick the lever and... okay, I broke it again. I always break this farm, man. Why am I so bad at redstone? And spoiler alert, the entire premise of the diamond factory is redstone. Can't wait for that. But okay, the farm is working. Oh my gosh, there's already so much here. All right, that was easy. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna start right here by putting our concrete powder. So let's do 4 of those and then raise this up to a total of 4 more. And yeah, that looks good. Although I guarantee you guys, I'm gonna get confused as I'm building this. Wait, you know what? What if I just put it where my totem is? Am I gonna regret that? Maybe this will help. Oh, wait a minute. No. Why does this look all so dark? Oh, wait, I was supposed to use light blue, not cyan. This is why you don't hold the block when you're building, kids. I'll be right back. Okay, I still have a long ways to go, but you can already see it looks much more diamond blocky now, so that was definitely the right move. But as you can see, there are some parts here that I did not fill in, and that's because on the diamond block, it is a little bit different. Which basically is my way of saying I need to go get more blocks. Also, I need to get some more torches for this area too. There's so many mobs here! That's like my 3rd totem today. Oh, I'm so bad at this game. But on I went, searching for more light blue blocks that we could use. Jungle, no. Sandy desert, no. Ocean biome? There's gotta be something blue down here, right? I mean, maybe coral could work. Let me see. Are these similar? No, those don't really work. Oh, and that's dead. I forgot that's how coral works. Well, the blue block journey continues. Ooh, you know what? Ice could actually work. Like, it's not the most obvious block I would have thought of, but it's not bad. I say we go for it. Oh, this is the jackpot. I'll be taking all of this. Why are there so many creepers this episode, man? But putting my skill issue aside, let's go fill in the rest of these diamond parts. So by the looks of it, I think blue ice would be the best blocks to put right here and here. This is gonna be close because it's very blue. It's almost too blue, but it is like in the same family. Everybody cross your fingers. Wait, what? Yo, put down Dan! What are you doing taking my diamond block? I've never seen this in my entire life, bro. Put that down. You can't have that. Stupid Enderman. Okay, well, putting our Enderman thieves aside, this thing is looking really good right now, just minus a few final spots. And that's because if we look at the diamond block, there are some of these white spots on it, and I really can't use ice for that. So I think we should get some quartz from the nether. Even though I absolutely hate this place because there's lava everywhere and I don't want to die. But I think it'll be worth it. You want me? You want to come get me? Oh, where are you going? He gave up. Oh, he didn't give up though. Oh, he just disappeared. I've said it once and I'll say it again. This is the most cursed mob episode I've ever recorded. And that is much better. Well, actually, this corner up here looks a little bit different. Hold on. How about clay? Diamond block complete. Oh, I forgot about the other side. Wait. No! Bro, I just realized we're using concrete powder, and concrete powder is a gravity block. Whoopsies. But my brain is not totally useless, because I do know if we put string underneath concrete, it'll float, kind of like that. And I'm pretty sure somewhere around this barn, I have a really old spider farm somewhere. Is it in my well? Oh, yeah. I have the memory of a hawk. And what do we have in here? What is this? Wait, what? There's like zombies in here. Is it a zombie farm and a spider farm? I don't know what old Farzy was thinking back then when I made this, but you know what? I'm happy I have a farm. Thank you, past self. Now let's try this thing again. We're just gonna build out here with some dirt and then put some string under here. And, oh, Farzy, you outdid yourself, buddy. I am a genius.
No.
But now I can officially say our diamond block is complete, which means now it's time to go inside and build ourselves a diamond factory. So my plan for this diamond factory is to use redstone and TNT to make these giant automatic mining machines, which if used correctly can literally help us acquire thousands of diamonds. So after breaking inside and lighting up all the floors, it was time to start laying things out. Okay, so obviously the most important part of this whole place is gonna be the diamond mine itself. So that can probably go over here. And then we're gonna make a nice big staircase going down to it. And then for the rest of the space, we're gonna turn it into a giant mining outpost. And later, we're gonna put tons of cool things in here, like an ore processing room, a diamond storage system, and even a diamond block throne. But if we're gonna get any of that stuff, we have to start by actually getting the diamonds. So let's make a mine shaft.
A few moments later.
Okay, this is actually too slow. BRB. I am going to steal a beacon. Plus, it probably makes more sense to have a beacon in a mine shaft and not a melon farm. Yeah. Okay, let's get to mining. Whoa. We found deep slate. Does that mean we're in diamond territory? Honestly, these days, I have no idea where you even find diamonds. Back in my day, you just had to go to level 12, and that's where the diamonds were. I feel old. And all right, a couple hours later, here is the grand staircase that we have. And yes, I did Google it. We are now at the proper diamond level, which is -53, which I have no way of verifying, but I'm just gonna trust my sources. Although I'm not gonna lie, even though the staircase looks good, it also looks kind of boring. So let's add in some more details and try and make it look a little better. And that is much better. Now we have some giant wooden pillars, some safety rails, and of course, a whole bunch of lights. But now with the diamond mine complete, it's time for us to go build those redstone-powered mining machines, which is gonna get us thousands of diamonds. Okay, we are gonna need a ton of crazy materials to make these things. Things like sticky pistons, slime blocks, TNT, and a bunch of other random junk. All right, where do we start? Well, judging by the tutorial I'm watching on the side here, it looks like we're gonna start with placing down 3 blocks and actually place down 3 ancient debris. Because fun fact, this is the only block in the game that can't be blown up with TNT, but also can be pushed by a piston, making it the perfect block for our mining machine. Now we're gonna do this and that and this, that, and this. Okay, I think we're good to go. This looks pretty accurate. So basically, I'm gonna smack this note block, and once I do that, a little chain reaction is gonna happen, which is then gonna set off all this stuff and launch the TNT over the coral onto the ancient debris, and then it explodes and we mine forward. All right, please, 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 please. Yes, it worked. And nothing blew up. Yes, we have a working automatic mining machine. And now if I smack it again, it should, whoa, lag. It should keep going. Yes, it moves the whole thing. Let's see what this baby can do. Yeah, our machine officially works. But as you guys can probably already realize, having just one machine is not very efficient. So we're gonna make a ton more. And to do this, we're gonna need a lot more materials. Starting off with some more of these coral fans, because for some reason, they're really good at duplicating TNT. Not sure if that's a bug or a feature, but it's really good for this machine. Check on that. I also know we're gonna need a lot more redstone for all those funky redstone contraptions. So maybe I can find a cave down here? No? Okay. Aha! I found the deeper level, which should give us a whole bunch of redstone. Oh, look. Diamonds. That's ironic. And last but not least, we are going to need more ancient debris. It is literally the most important block of the entire thing. And this actually works out perfectly because last episode, I told you guys if the video got 5,000 likes, I would do some crazy hard challenge from the comments. And since we just about hit it, today I'm going to mine ancient debris without any armor on. Which means if lava attacks me, I am going to lose the world. But okay, armor off, and let's do this thing. Careful. Oh. I didn't even think about TNT launching back at me. Oh, this challenge already sounds harder than I thought. Side note, not seeing any ancient debris. What the? Oh, I didn't look at you, I looked at the bedrock. Ah! I don't know which way he's gonna come. Ah! You can stay. That's fine. Ooh, ancient debris. Yes, I want you. And you. And you. Okay, that's all the TNT I have, and I think 34 ancient debris is not too shabby. Let's get out of here. And just like last time, if this video gets 5,000 likes, I will once again do another fun challenge. Is that guy, is he holding a baby piglin? The heck? Oh, that just looked really weird. Also, hi Bilbo. Where was I? Oh yeah, like the video. Hooah! But after getting all the blocks we needed, we mined out a giant area in the mine shaft so we could build a ton more machines. And you might notice they do look a little bit different right now because I realized the design I was using before was actually not good for like making a ton of them, so I had to kind of change it. But who cares, because now we have 10 machines ready to roll to get us a ton of diamonds. So let's give this bad boy a try. We just gotta smack that and everything should move and chuck the TNT out. Yes! Let's go get some diamonds. Wait, what? Why'd it just blow up? Oh, man. Putting my redstone mishaps aside, we have gotten so many diamonds from this thing. We have a grand total right now of over 200 diamonds. And obviously, I want to get a lot more than that, so I'll definitely be back down here today again. But for our first time ever using an automatic miner, that was amazing. I'm literally never mining by hand ever again. Well, that's probably not true. But now that we've officially made our diamond farm down below, it's now time to transform the rest of this place into a giant diamond-themed mining outpost, which is also gonna be our new diamond storage building. This is going to be epic. So the first thing I did was build up these giant spruce pillars to make the room look more epic. Then we threw in some floors, some extra details, and of course, a nice little doorway. All right, this place looks pretty sweet now. We have these beautiful open areas, this nice big platform up here, and my favorite part, we have an entire second floor now. So obviously we have a lot of things to do, but first and foremost, I want to start right here at the entrance to our mine, because simply put, we could make it a lot better. So let's take out some prismarine here and make some cool diamond looking pillars, because I want it to be abundantly obvious when you go down here what you're getting yourself into. And now that we have a pretty firm foundation, I want to mix in some real diamond blocks. Okay, let's maybe put them right across the top like here. Like that? Would that look cool? Maybe I gotta put something in there. And I'm one short. Okay. And you know what? I'm just gonna pillar up with diamonds because I'm rich now. Oh, bam. And, oh, that actually looks so cool. It's like a diamond encrusted build. I like that. Oh, there's a backside to this too. Yeah, no one's gonna see that. Next up, it's time to make our ore processing room. Because in real life, you can't just mine a diamond and just pick it up and play with it. You need to like extract all the dirt and the soil and all that sciencey stuff. So first off, let's make a little area here for all the diamond ore to collect at. Then we're gonna put down some copper blocks, almost like it's like a pipe, and kind of make it go up and like twirl around and all that fun stuff. And then everything should get dropped off right here. And this is where we're gonna have all of our stone cutters and our weird like diamond cleaning tools and furnaces. Not exactly sure how you clean a diamond, but I think that covers it. But then after all the diamonds are cleaned, they get laid out right here for us to take for our chest room. And that, kids, is how science works. Now we just gotta go put in our diamond ore. And a little bit later, we made this thing look significantly better. We filled up the unprocessed ores with deep slate ores, then it goes through all these pipes, which are now way taller. Then the diamonds plop down here a little bit cleaner, and then they get fully cleaned until they get here. I spent way too long getting all the materials to do this, but I think it's worth it because it looks sick. Ore processing room complete. But carrying on, we still had an entire upstairs area, so I decided to turn that whole place into our diamond block storage area, which included many more diamond decorations. Then we still had these big open grass areas, so for that, I decided to make giant farms so every diamond miner has food. All right, well, now in the mining outpost, you can clean your diamonds off, and as that's happening, go get a bite to eat, and then go put your diamonds upstairs in the chest room. But now, it is the moment we've all been waiting for, at least me, which is making the diamond throne for me to sit upon. The ultimate Minecraft rich flex. So very simply, I gotta go mine a whole bunch more diamonds and put them to use. Oh, that was scary. So if I'm gonna want to make a diamond throne, I'm probably gonna need like 10 to 15 diamond blocks. Not sure what that math is, but I'm gonna assume I need to find a lot of diamonds for this. No. How did I just... No. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I am never using that diamond mine ever again. So I guess if we're gonna make our diamond throne, we're gonna need to find diamonds another way. All right, I've managed to scrounge up a grand total of 18 diamond blocks. So let's see what we can do with this. And that's all I could make. Honestly, it looks more like a diamond toilet. But I can sit in it, so that's cool. Right, guys? I'm the Diamond King, remember? Oh, forget it. Stupid warden ruined all my plans. But all right, guys, that's gonna be it from me. So make sure to like, subscribe, do all the good stuff, and I'll talk to you guys next time. So until then, goodbye. Not long ago, I built the world's biggest ice cream sundae in Minecraft, and it came out amazing. So today, I want to build another giant food, this time being the world's biggest pancakes. All in Minecraft Hardcore. Oh, and after all that, we're gonna cook the pancakes in real life too. I am afraid. Okay, first off, let's find a nice location to build these pancakes. I'm thinking maybe somewhere right down here, because what better place than right next to the ice cream sundae? I like it. So after doing a whole bunch of terraforming, it was time for us to make a plan. Okay, so if we're gonna build a giant stack of pancakes, we are also gonna need a giant plate. Because personally, I don't eat pancakes with my hands. And for our plate, I think the perfect block to use is nether quartz. Not the most convenient block to get, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Go away. Just trying to get my quartz, man. Oh, am I gonna die? Let's get out of here, shall we? All right, where do we start? I guess we're just gonna build like a giant white circle that wraps all the way around the entire area. Okay, good. And now, just to avoid it looking super flat and ugly, we're gonna go like this and like raise it up one and kind of curl it outside. I don't know what I'm saying right now, but I do know what I'm building. One super giant plate complete. Not gonna lie, I could probably just end the video here and title it, I built the world's biggest plate. But since we are not gonna do that, it is time to build some pancakes. So, our plan is to build 9 different pancakes all stacked on top of each other, with each pancake being its own unique flavor. But to do that, we had to get some pancake inspiration. I think I can build this in Minecraft. Let's go try it. So just like my real life pancake, the first thing we're gonna build is a plain pancake. And I'm not talking about that kind of plain. That'd be a really weird pancake. First stop, the desert biome. Because I think the sides of my pancake actually match the sand pretty well. So sandstone it is. That should be good. Now, we just have to find a slightly darker block for the top of the pancake. No, definitely no. Ooh, perhaps jungle wood might be a nice pancake block. Let's see if I take one of these and turn it into a plank. I think this might be the one. Let's get a whole bunch of jungle wood. Oh dear. No, stop. I need this. No. Mr. Pig, it's all your fault. Oh, stop spreading. Oh, it was actually just the one tree on fire. Sorry, Mr. Pig. No, I didn't just do that. You guys literally saw nothing. And as I chop trees to hide my shame, please subscribe and hit the bell. All right, blocks acquired, which means now it's time to try and build this plain pancake. So let's begin with our lighter blocks here and just build a giant side of the pancake. And then kind of like how we did the plate, we're gonna start wrapping this into like a giant circle. Because in case you guys are new here, pancakes are indeed circular. And after that, let's raise up the sides some more and top it off with jungle wood. Now the question is, should I fill in the top or should I be lazy and just leave it open? Because like, if we're gonna make a big stack of pancakes, you're not really gonna see the inside, but I feel like maybe I should just do the right thing here. Farzy is not lazy. No, Farzy's not lazy! But Farzy is also clumsy. But about 30 minutes later, our plain pancake is complete. Yeah, I like this thing. I was a little skeptical at first, but when you look on the side of this, I think it's actually a really solid pancake. You literally cannot tell the difference. Oh yeah, it's not frozen anymore. Are you supposed to cook these? Who cares? On to the next pancake. Next, I wanted to build everyone's favorite chocolate chip pancake. But we had a problem. You see, real life pancakes tend to look pretty much the same. But since we're building these in Minecraft, I want every single pancake to look a little bit different. So for the chocolate chip pancake, we're not gonna make it look all basic and boring. We're gonna make it look more chocolatey. You get the idea. So first off, we're gonna start with a nice base of packed mud, because personally, I think that will make the perfect chocolatey block. Wow. So to get packed mud, I need to get a whole bunch of this normal mud and then combine it with wheat. So let's grab a whole bunch of this and maybe not break my shovel too. Let's just substitute these out. Yeah. But okay, we should be good in the mud department now, which means all I gotta do is go find a village and steal all of their wheat, because I am too lazy to farm my own wheat.
Flashback.
Farzy is not lazy. Aha, just what the doctor ordered. Hello, villagers, nice to meet you. Actually, nice to meet your wheat. Is that it? I didn't really get too much wheat, and I don't see any more. Also, what is this village doing? I'm gonna go find another village. One that's more normal. And there's no wheat here. And this also is a very strange village. What is going on today? What is going on today? Why is everything so cursed right now? Okay, you know what? We're just gonna do this the normal way. Okay, so if this is our base layer, now I just gotta find a block to mix with this that's just slightly darker. Oh, I got it. What could possibly be better than some good old-fashioned brown terracotta? Literally the perfect chocolatey block. Oh, and speaking of chocolate, I need to get some chocolate chips too. So maybe after I'm done getting all of this, maybe we can use these beautiful squids down here to get us some black terracotta, which would make a pretty fire chocolate chip block. Hello, squiddies. I love you guys. I just need to borrow your ink for a project. You're gonna love it though. It's pancakes. Squids like pancakes, right? Bro, what is this scene right now? There's a baby zombie with a thingy, a trident, and a normal zombie thing with a nautilus shell, and then I'm dying. Who are you guys? The Squid's guardians? Go away. Jeez. Now let's just get some of this, combine it with that, and now that should be all the blocks we need. Let's go build some chocolate chip pancakes. And how does that look? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the top kind of looks like a giant fudge chocolate chip cookie. But if we go down here to the sides, the packed mud looks really good. Like this part here, I love. The top, I can tolerate. But most importantly, it does look different enough from the bottom pancake to say we did a good job. Chocolate pancake complete. And there's mobs in here. I forgot to put torches in here. Oh, why are there so many children right now? All right, let's carry on. Next up, we're gonna build a colorful pancake that I used to love as a child. And that is a confetti pancake. Now, granted, I'm not sure if that's an American thing, because Americans like colorful foods for some reason. But if you have not heard of it, it's basically a giant vanilla pancake with rainbow sprinkles on it. But for the top of the pancake, we're gonna go find a pale oak garden so we can build a nice vanilla frosting top. You're not a pale oak garden, but oh my gosh, this is a really big nether portal. Like, bro, this is the biggest portal I've ever seen. Ah! This is the most lava I've ever seen. Let's get back on track. Oh, we found one. Yes, sir. Bro, it's like the smallest biome in the entire world, though. I mean, I guess it's better than nothing. Oh, also, I have no totem right now, so I should probably put that on. Oh.
Hello?
Don't even think about it. I'm just gonna walk by you and get some wood. That's it. Okay, let's start building this pancake. So like we said, let's start with a nice sandstone side of the pancake. And then we're gonna take out our pale oak wood and start frostifying the top of the pancake. Frostifying, that's definitely a word, right? Kids, stay in school. All right, how is that for a frosty pancake? But obviously, it does look very strange being just all white and nothing else. So that is where all the rainbow confetti sprinkles come in. And to do that, we're gonna fly down here to our little flower forest nearby and get a whole bunch of dye. Let's get some orange, red, pink, magenta, and cow. No, I'm just kidding. I don't need a cow. But I do need all of these. Also, can I just vent for a second? Why are there no blue flowers in the flower forest? It's like, it's the flower forest. Shouldn't there be all the flowers here? I don't understand it. Wait, they do exist. Oh, sorry, Minecraft. Okay, check on the dyes, which now means we can get some sand and some gravel so we can make some colored concrete, which I think will make the perfect sprinkle block. Let's see how this is gonna look. And that looks pretty good. I did also get a bunch more dye colors so I could use things like green dye and lime dye, because now if we fly down to the bottom, we can literally see all the colors in the rainbow. Confetti pancake complete. But now that we've built my 3 favorite pancakes, I needed some more ideas. So I put up a poll asking you guys for your favorite pancake types, and I got some pretty good answers. I saw banana pancakes, blueberry pancakes, and orbital strike pancakes. I don't know what that means, so maybe I'll skip that one. So banana and blueberry pancakes it is. So starting off with the banana pancakes, we decided to build it using end stone and bamboo wood, which made it look very banana-y. Then I guess banana pancakes have like chunks of banana in it too. So for that, I went to my sheep farm and used a bunch of yellow and white wool. Is that how a banana looks? No, definitely not. Like, I'm trying to make it where it looks like the banana inside where it's lighter, then this is like the skin of it, even though skin tastes disgusting. All right, you know what? I give up on this already. We're just gonna do a bunch of random yellow spots like that. And banana, ow. Banana pancake complete. And now for those good old-fashioned blueberry pancakes, I have a phenomenal idea. Light blue terracotta. Like, look at this. It's the perfect blueberry block. Then you mix it with the blue terracotta, and you got your light and your dark, and it is just chef's kiss. Now, unfortunately, I don't think I have a ton of extra terracotta from earlier. So we're gonna have to make another pit stop at the Mesa biome. So let's pop down here to this nice big chunk of unmined terracotta, and let's get to work. You know what's crazy? I've been going to the same Mesa biome for my entire hardcore series of like 3 years, and somehow we haven't mined the entire mountain yet. I love sustainability, which means now it's time to dive into the depths of this cave and try and find some lapis lazuli for our blue dye. And I don't see any lapis, and now my voice hurts. Bruh, where is all the lapis? Oh, whoa, that was cool. All right, I think I found lapis. Oh no, I found diamonds. Not me using our building material just to pillar up. I am so stupid sometimes, but I'm rich. Bro, there's literally no lapis in this entire cave. What the heck? Looks like we gotta do this the hard way. Instead, we're gonna have to peruse the fields to find some blue cornflowers, which I didn't even know existed about 1 hour ago. And now that we have the flowers out of the way, let's go get some white dye from, I guess not that skeleton, perhaps this skeleton. That was so weird. Where are all the skeletons at? Oh, well, the sun's out, that's why. I guess back to picking flowers we go. Now let's cross our fingers and hope that was enough dye. Okay, how should we do this? Well, we're definitely gonna want the lighter blocks on the side, so we'll do the light blue terracotta on the sides. I swear I got an A in English class. I'm not even kidding. Blueberry base looking pretty solid. But now, just like for the other flavors we did, I want to put some kind of topping that's like embedded into the pancake, aka blueberries. Would like lapis work? Well, no, we're back to square one about not finding lapis, so forget that block. What about blue wool? Yeah, that looks blueberry-ish. I mean, it's hard to mess up a blueberry because it already is blue. I mean, it's a block, it's blue. You can't really get much better than that. So I'm using it. Also, when we fly towards this thing, it's already looking so good. These pancakes are gonna look sick when they're all done. But first, we have some blueberries to smack in. And our pancakes look interesting. I'm not gonna lie, the blue on top looks a little bit odd with like this contrast, but let's not forget that we're gonna have a whole stack of pancakes, so really all you're gonna see is that, which actually looks pretty good. So I think it's safe to say the blueberry pancake is complete. Which meant we were down to our final 4 pancakes. And you do not want to miss what we have planned. But before all of that craziness, I still had some other pancakes to build. Starting off with a cinnamon pancake, where we used brown mushroom blocks and acacia wood for the base of the pancake. And after a quick trial chamber visit, we threw in some copper blocks to look like cinnamon chunks. Oh yeah, that looks sick. And after that, we collected a bunch of pink dye for pink terracotta, as well as mushroom blocks and crimson wood, so we could build a raspberry pancake. Cinnamon and raspberry pancakes complete. Also, side note, I literally found the coolest mountain I've ever seen. Dude, look at this mountain. It's like a volcano. Yo, we have to build here someday. It's like above the clouds, dude. I am saving those coordinates. Someone give me a build idea for that. But as I said earlier, I want to have a grand total of 9 pancakes. So for these last 2, we're going to have some fun. And you know what that means. means it's time to chef something up. When the chef hat comes on, you know I mean business. So, we are going to build 2 Minecraft-themed pancakes, with the first one being a creeper pancake. Because I feel like we have to make a pancake for the most iconic mob in Minecraft. But okay, what can I use for a creeper blocks? I'm pretty confident no one's made this in real life before, so we are gonna have to do this from scratch. Okay, well, I think the most obvious first block is a bunch of moss, which can be found in a lush cave. I saw this tree here earlier, and oh, maybe I've been down here before, actually. Oh man, I have. Well, this cave was a waste of my time. On we go. Everybody, keep your eyes peeled for a new azalea tree. Oh, is that one? Yes, it is. I think we've found the right place. Give me all this moss. Okay, that is 1 creeper pancake ingredient. What else can we use? Oh, hey, what's up, buddy? What are you doing down here in the water, my friend? Got any green blocks for me? No, doesn't look like it. Oh no, he despawned. That was so weird. Carrying on. I think we're just gonna go for the old reliable green and lime terracotta. Let's mine a whole bunch of this. And fly over here to the desert to collect some green dye. It's a bad day to be a cactus. I don't know why I just said that. That was like really cringe. Now, let's go put these creeper blocks to use. So I'm thinking maybe we start with the light terracotta at the bottom. Maybe we'll use the dark terracotta as like the green creepery chunks. And then all of our moss will go right here on top. Wait, I have an idea. If we're building a creeper pancake, we should definitely have creepers inside of it. So let's go collect some creepers. Okay, first off, we're gonna need a ton of name tags so our creepers don't despawn. And maybe I have some up here in my chest? No, I have 2. So instead, let's take some emeralds and squeeze in here and go visit our villager friend, Mr. Bob. Hello, Bob. Do you have any name tags for me? Oh, yes, you do. Bam, bam. Now let's just make these say creeper. And of course, now let's just make a giant dirt staircase so the creepers can get up to the pancake. All right, it's nighttime again. My dirt pathway is complete, and here's how it's gonna work. Basically, once I get creepers up this giant dirt staircase, we're gonna lure them into here and trap them using glass so they become part of the pancake interior. And as soon as they're in here, we can name tag them and keep them here for all of eternity. And this actually works out perfectly because last episode, I said if the video got 5,000 likes, I would do some crazy challenge from the comments. And I did happen to stumble upon a comment that said to fight a bunch of creepers with no totem on. So a deal is a deal. All right, creepers, prepare to meet your match. Let's name tag you. And now you're gonna follow me up this way, okay? Keep following my voice. My beautiful voice! That didn't work. Let's try that again. Yes, right up here. Come on! Oh, he's doing it! Let's go! Ah! Wait, as a matter of fact, there were a ton of mobs spawning in here. They're gonna be creepers. There are gonna be creepers in here. All right, creepers, come this way. Let's make one glass enclosure. And come on, get in here. Get in here. Nope, get in here. Get in here. Yes. No! Please, creeper, this is my last attempt at this. Don't move. Oh. Zombie, yes, zombie helped me. Yes, zombie. My guy just pushed him in. That was awesome. Now I do this and I do that and we have a creeper inside of our creeper pancake. I mean, we literally only have one, but that is good enough to me. Challenge completed. And just like last episode, if this video gets 5,000 likes, I will also do another crazy challenge. But that being said, creeper pancake complete. Now for the last pancake, which I haven't actually thought of yet. Oh, Mr. Broderick, what should I do for my final pancake flavor? Interesting. Sounds a bit dangerous, but if Broderick said it, I know it has to be safe. Warden pancake it is. All right, let's hop down here to the nearby ancient city because obviously we want to get our hands on some skulk. The perfect warden pancake block. I hear a warden. Okay, you know what? We're not gonna do the whole creeper inside the pancake thing again. I'm just gonna say no wardens in this pancake. Not risking it. Okay, so check on the skulk. Now I just gotta find one lighter block for the sides of the pancake, which maybe warped wood actually would do the trick. Sure, why not? I like when things are easy. So on I went, putting these blocks to use to complete our final pancake. And last but not least, I had to top it off with some pancake essentials. Like some maple syrup that we built using orange glass, a bunch of these little strawberries on top, and of course, the iconic slab of butter. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, just like that, our pancake build is complete. Which means there's only one thing left to do. It is time to cook our pancakes. First, we have our plain pancake, our chocolate chip pancake, which of course means we need some chocolate chips. Then we have our confetti pancake, our blueberry pancake. Oh, they're squishing. Banana, cinnamon, raspberry, and now for the creeper pancake, the best thing I could find was green beans.
Yummy. Oh, these look so good, don't they, guys?
Oh, this is so disgusting. And last but not least, for the warden pancake, we have an eggplant. I don't even know if I need to cook this or not. All right, guys, there we go. Now let's just put on our syrup and our strawberries, which I forgot to buy, so we're gonna use applesauce. Perfection. Time to dig in. A little bit of creeper and a little bit of warden. That was actually rancid. Oh my gosh. I think these pancakes were better off in Minecraft. And if you guys want to go see more behind the scenes of that gross pancake endeavor, go follow my Instagram. But that being said, make sure to like, subscribe, do all the good stuff, and I'll talk to you guys next time. So until then, goodbye.